Right, hey fellers, how's it going? Gonna play some more Danganronpa.
Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back. So when we last left off, we entered this weird alternate computer reality thing, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on. It looks like Harvest Moon, and I'm a little bit creeped out. And I forgot to turn off desktop audio. I'm a fucking twat. Whoops, good thing I noticed. Because otherwise I get that echoey fucking effect, so I'm sorry about that whenever that happens, because sometimes I do forget. Right, so we're gonna continue off from chapter 4. That's right, we're in this. Alright, maybe we can still talk to people, so let's do that. Hurry up with this conversation. I want to find the secret of the outside world and head back to the real world already. Alright, fair enough.
I honestly thought it'd be more like an MMO. But if our senses are connected, then that means it's just another reality.
Alright, what do you got to say for yourself, Kibo? Looks oddly enough like somebody else. I never thought it'd be possible to link our real-world senses with our avatars.
And I never thought a robot had a consciousness to begin with.
How rude!
And I thought you'd say that. Right, we can't walk through people, that's good to know. So this virtual world... But how we even get here? Gonta not feel anyone pick him up, and we got here so fast.
That's...
well, it's like Samugi said, you don't have to worry. Or do we?
Jeez. On top of the graphics and our senses, now there are even more warnings. This really is fraud.
Right. What do you gotta say, Kaito? Information from our 5 senses here sent to our real bodies, but it seems like information from our real bodies isn't sent to our consciousness here. If that's the case, then it's fine, but... Or is it, because somebody may potentially get murdered while they're in this world? But everybody's here, right? So somebody would have to unplug, but how would they do that?
The graphics here. There are old school games with better graphics than this. If they were gonna go retro, they should have gone all the way and had it be all blocky.
Like fucking Minecraft. Stupidest game I've ever fucking seen in my life, I gotta say. Dumber than Fortnite, and I know how dumb that sounds to hear me say, but... What is this phone? What does it connect to? Really? That's it? Nothing weird about the other, you know? Nothing strange about the phone at all? Can I not go in between the shelf? Oh, we gotta talk to Mew, I'm a retard. Okay, the dimensions of the things are not what they appear. It's really weird. So, what do you have to tell us, Mew?
Sure.
Well, it's not that big of a deal, but there is a special rule to this world. Objects here are unbreakable.
Huh?
Huh? Objects don't break?
You know.
In the virtual world, there are no rules that govern whether objects can break. So any object, no matter what it is, can never be broken. For example, if you stretch a rubber band far enough, it'll eventually tear, you know? But here, the rubber band would stop stretching at a certain point and just not tear at all. For the same reason your avatars can't get injured, you'll still feel pain though. See? Told you it's not a big deal.
Hey!
What are you talking about? That's a really big deal. You gotta tell us stuff like that before. Sorry. But that's the only special thing. In every other sense, the physics here are the same. Oh wait, that's right. There's a special thing about the avatars too.
Don't lie!
There's still more? Spit it out already. I'm sorry. What's special about the avatars? To make things fair, everyone's avatar in this world has the same average physical strength.
Which means...
Does that mean there's no discernible difference in our physical abilities?
What did you say?
So in this virtual world, I'm just as strong as Gonta?
No way!
What? Gonta weaker? That also because of Himiko's magic?
That's not good!
Gonta gentleman, but Gonta not very smart. No, if Gonta not strong, Gonta no can protect everyone. Hasn't done a very good job so far, though.
It's not my fault. That's just how this world is.
Are those the only things different about this world, Mew?
Yeah, that's everything. By the way, how do we log out of this world? Oh yeah, that's right. I still need to tell you that. If you ever want to log out, you just need to use that phone over there. Just pick it up and say your name. That's simple enough for you shitheads. Also, that phone is fixed and can't be removed from that room. You mean the room we're in? Which means you have to use this room to log in and out. Whenever you log in, you'll always appear in this room. Okay, got it.
You get it.
You guys better not cheat by logging out alone. We have to find the secret of the outside world.
Jeez.
Yeah, we got it. So where's this map?
The map is posted on the wall outside of this room. Follow me.
Alright. This is fucking weird as hell. Honestly, I don't know if I like this. It's very strange. I'm not getting a very good vibe from it. Also, I think somebody's gonna die here pretty shortly. Do I really have to watch them all come out one by one?
That being said,
Let's see, there should be 7 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why are there 9? Where's my math retarded?
Study it and you'll know the virtual world like Samugi knows the back of her neck.
why?
Huh? What about the back of my neck? How did you know that spot's sensitive?
Okay, I see. The back of your neck, huh?
Weirdo.
Why are you so interested in that? You're gross. We gotta please the ladies somehow, Maki. There are 2 maps posted here, one big and one small. I'll look at the latter. Why not look at both? Mansion first floor. Oh boy, Resident Evil flashbacks. This map has mansion written on it.
You know,
This is the map of the mansion, which is the building we're in right now. This area is the entrance hall, and that room with the phone is the salon. The dining hall, kitchen, and bathroom are also on the first floor. There's no second floor, but I do see a rooftop area. No rooftop, huh? I guess that'd give us a good view. Let's go check it out later. Oh, the rooftop. I
Okay.
can't read. Yeah, good idea. Alright. But before we do, I should look at the big map as well. So is this going to be outside the mansion? Ah, maybe those symbols are trees? Or something? Or maybe they have to do with the brown door in the real world? I have no idea. Looks like a map of the entire virtual world.
piece of shit.
Listen up, shithead. Make sure you remember everything about this world.
Looks pretty expansive. It even continues past the river. Is this an ellipsis here? Showing that it continues?
Yeah, I'll tell you what that sign means later. You'll understand once you actually go there.
What could she mean by that? Ah, there's another building here.
Yeah, it's just a dinky chapel. It was a cluttered mess in there.
A lot of stuff, huh? Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in there.
By the way,
Oh, I just noticed. There are black lines drawn around the world map. But does that mean something? How nice of you to notice. Of course it means something. This black line represents a wall.
huh?
A wall?
Booyah!
So, yeah, the virtual world is actually surrounded by a huge-ass wall.
It can't be.
Just like the real world?
Surrounded by a wall? Are we trapped even in this world?
You know,
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
Which means
I see, so that wall's the end of the world. By the way, Mew, you prepared these maps yourself. Not Monokuma, right? That's right, I prepared the maps. What about it? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to know.
What? There was something off about Mew's response.
hey,
We should be focusing on the more important issue right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, we're in this world, the secret of the outside world is hidden. But it's gonna be pretty hard to find something when we have no clue what we're looking for.
you got a minute?
Where do you think you're going?
I was gonna go investigate alone. There's a lot of interesting stuff I want to check out.
What?
Hey, like hell I'm gonna let you do whatever you want!
Whatever I want?
No way.
And why do I need your permission, Kaito? I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm going, no matter what you guys say. Well, it'd be a hassle if someone kept watch over me.
Kept watch!
Allow Gonta.
Gonta not understand what's going on. Gonta not sure how helpful he can be. But Gonta can watch Kokichi, so he not do anything weird.
Gonta, you're so sweet, but I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfless and courageous, you'd make a terrific bodyguard.
Bodyguard?
With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go!
Wait.
Ah, wait, Kokichi.
It's okay.
It's okay, leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep an eye on Kokichi. Gonta not very good with English, is he?
Bodyguard? You mean Gonta?
Oh, yeah.
It seems he planned this all along.
Jeez.
Jeez, he really knows how to manipulate people. Well, whatever. Let's go check out the rooftop.
Booyah!
Alright, follow me if you want to pick up my skirt while you're at it. Go for it.
Alright, fair enough. Damn. Is there any way, I was gonna say I can run quicker, because that's a little bit horseshit if I can't. What a strange clock. Is this Mew's taste? No, it can't be. This world was originally created by Monokuma. Painting? No, we can't examine that. I should check out the roof. Do I have to? What's in here? A bathroom, eh? This is the bathroom. Do avatars have to go to the bathroom? It's normal toilet paper. I don't see anything suspicious about it. But in a world where nothing breaks, does toilet paper not tear either? Do avatars have to use the bathroom? If so, this is an important question. Okay. I also like how they changed the music. It's all like 8-bitty. It's a bit strange. Okay, I got a note down on my phone that nothing breaks here. Like, literally nothing breaks. So let me write that down as well. Virtual world, nothing breaks. Okay. Let's go, onward then. To the roof. Can we examine this? No. Alright, fair enough. One less thing I have to do, that's kinda nice. This is a very weird layout. I'm not used to games like this, so if I'm a little bit, like, out of my element, that's why. Ooh, it's snowing! Snow? There's snow here. And out came everybody else, one at a time. God, they run faster than I do, Jesus Christ. Whoa, it's snow! Look, Maki Roll, it's snow! Look, snow!
Ew.
Are you a dog? Yeah, that's what my question was, honestly.
Is it cold here? Our avatars can feel cold?
Sure.
Yep, isn't it great? Not only can you feel cold, but you can even feel pain and pleasure, too. In fact, you don't even need to use birth control here. Hey, try to be quiet, please. I feel like the more you talk, the more I'll dislike you.
That's right.
How about we start by exploring the rooftop?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, well, we can examine this. There's no Monokumas in here, I don't think. This looks like a storage room. I suppose I should check inside. Yeah, it's the thing that has me the most curious right now. Doesn't seem as though there's anything of interest here, and in any case...
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe there is a weapon,
Well.
or something that could be used as a weapon in here. I don't see anything dangerous that could be used as a weapon. And besides, this is a simulator, right? We won't actually die, right? I have a feeling somebody's gonna die in this virtual reality, and they're gonna die in the real world because of it. Perhaps because all the weapons here were deleted, the shelves are empty. The only thing here is an empty box and some lattice. Rolled up carpet, huh? It does look safe. Unless you smother somebody with it. Right? That's a possibility, is it not? Alright, let's check this out then. Mounted binoculars?
Man, looks like you've got a lot of experience with binoculars. Hahaha, you're such an obvious peeping Tom.
I have a lot of experience with binoculars? What does that mean? You can see pretty far with these mounted binoculars. I mean, duh, they're binoculars. Feel free to look around with them, get a good look at everything. Okay. That's the edge of the world, I guess, that Mew was referring to? There's a river here. Okay. The binoculars can't see past here. Ah, is this where the line on the map was?
You know.
I told you, it's not a line.
Then what is it? Why do the binoculars stop there?
Ugh, aggressive men are always coming and going, coming too soon. I'll explain it to you when we get there, so don't get your panties in a bind.
What is she talking about? What could be over there? Well, did you manage to examine all the places that caught your eye?
Well.
Yes, but there weren't too many points of interest.
It's really cold. I didn't think it'd be snowing. Nice, Himiko. That means if you trip and hit your head, it won't hurt. Don't be rude. I'm not the type to trip that often. That's way too cliched of a gag.
Jeez.
Snow and a mansion. How ominous. Great job, Killing Game Simulator.
But you know...
But we're not leaving any footprints in it. What's up with that?
That's true.
It was probably programmed like that. It'd be easy to find the culprit from the footprints.
Ah,
Yeah, looks that way, but you don't need to worry about it. This is just a simulation and there are no dangerous items here whatsoever. Let's go outside. We can cross the river and head to the chapel.
But you know...
And how do we cross the river? Don't remember seeing any bridges. Jeez, you're so fucking stupid and you're approaching Savant Tard territory. Let's just go over there so I can explain it to you idiots all at once. She's awfully, irritated quickly. Kibo, is something wrong? Well, I was just looking at that wall and I started to think about what Mew said. About how nothing exists beyond that wall. And then I started to think about the wall that surrounds the academy. Oh, no, never mind. Forget what I just said.
Well then.
We should get going. If we're late, Mew would chew us out with vulgar profanities. Yeah, she definitely would. Not that that's a bad thing. Can we examine these again? Because I want to look around a little bit more. See what else I can see. Right, there's stairs there, clearly. Another river. Mirai Hills, okay. The binoculars can't see past here. What is Mew hiding? I have no idea. But I wish it wouldn't stop me looking every time I reach the end, because I could just move the binoculars to some other location and check out more instead of having to, reset the, thing, you know what I'm talking about. So that's a little bit irritating, but... oh well. Right, we already examined the clock. Can we go in here? Or do I have to go catch up with Mew? Yeah, I'll head outside. Okay, fair enough. Guess I can't do anything about that room yet. Alright, fair enough. Ah, so this is outside, eh? No Monokumas? No digitized Monokumas? Okay, so I can go over here, which I find interesting. But I can't go to that black border, because that's the end, right? Okay. Does this just loop around? Or is this like another area? No, it just loops. Okay. I can't go in the river, alright? Can't go over that. Okay, here's everybody. Yeah, I guess nothing. Alright. Let's talk to Mew then, I guess? Quit taking your sweet-ass time! Hurry up and come on me! Or, I mean, come with me! Hurry up! Eh? You heard the lady. There's no bridge after all. How are we supposed to cross the river now? Dude, it's like 2 feet wide. Jump it. Just so you know, my magic doesn't work in this world.
well,
Don't tell me. Do we have to swim? Fine, I won't tell you. Besides, you can't go in the river in the virtual world. Then should we use something as a boat?
fucking moron!
Jeez, you're not even trying to hide your stupidity. The river's current is too fast. A boat will get swept away easily. So we need a bridge then, right?
Listen up!
I told you, we already got a bridge. There's a wider river downstream that connects to this one. Next to it, there's a long signboard that says Mirai Hills. Apparently it was meant for the mansion, but we can use it as a makeshift bridge.
Well then.
So we just need to get that signboard. Yeah, but I'll ask the masochist to go get it. He just loves being bossed around.
Hey, Puichi!
Shuichi, go get the signboard.
Huh?
What? Me?
Jeez.
Yeah, go get the signboard.
Why?
Huh? Yeah, you're a total masochist.
Huh?
Huh? Wait a minute, do you all think that about me? Just to make it special, I want you to get it while you crawl like a dog. No, I think I'll walk normally, thank you. Or we'll run. With our fucking stubby legs. This is the signboard. It says Mirai Hills.
Alright.
I just need to grab this and head back to the others. Oh cool, we can still run, hell yeah.
Piece of shit!
Hey, I thought I told you to crawl like a dog!
No.
You actually thought I'd be on all fours? Whatever, quit wasting time and lay the signboard across the river.
Okay.
Alright then.
Sure.
See? Fits perfectly. We have ourselves a bridge now. We're gonna walk over this shabby looking signboard. It's definitely gonna break.
Fucking moron!
Your brain must be smaller than your tits. I told you objects don't break in this world.
I see.
Oh, so even this crappy signboard can be a sturdy bridge in this world, huh?
Listen up!
The signboard is the only bridge we got, so don't fuck up and let it get washed away. If this signboard gets washed away by the river, we won't have a bridge anymore.
Stop it.
Alright already, sheesh, you're so annoying.
Oh?
Huh? There's a bridge! Oh, thank God, I gave up when I realized I had no way to cross the river.
Where were you and what were you doing?
Oh, I was in the forest over there looking for the secret of the outside world. But unfortunately, I couldn't find it. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be that easy anyway. Right, Gunta?
Yeah. Perfect, it's way more convenient when we're all together anyway.
What do you mean, convenient?
Nothing. Whatever. Let's just cross the river. Oh yeah, by the way, I had a couple of theories that I wanted to bring to light. One, I think Tsumugi's in on this somehow, so I think maybe somebody is cosplaying as Tsumugi, and that's not the real Tsumugi, but they're posing as her, or something like that, so that's one theory I have. Two, maybe the two survivors of the killing game they're referring to are the remaining two Monokubs. That's also a theory. And then my third theory is maybe Rantaro is actually not an ultimate student. Maybe he's just like a regular student or something that knows more than he's supposed to about something. Also, we don't know if Rantaro himself had one of those Cubs pads that gave away their background or whatever, or their motivations or whatever, like whoever was closest to them. So maybe that would have told us more about Rantaro, but Kokichi had all the fucking Cubs pads, so maybe he had Rantaro's and then didn't show anybody on purpose? But then again, everybody who was dead at that point would have to have their own Cubs pad, yeah? So I don't know if that logically makes any sense. Because Kokichi definitely knows what's hidden in this world. We definitely know that, so he's just playing stupid so everybody doesn't suspect anything. Also, it was his idea to put it here, so maybe he's plotting something?
Hurry up and get over here, guys. It's too late to head back now, okay?
Yeah, so maybe he's plotting something, like maybe he actually is going to become the next Blackened. The next murderer.
That was stressful, but the thing about objects not breaking was true.
You know.
That's what I've been saying!
Hey!
Aren't we just beyond the wavy line drawn on the map? You'll find out if you keep going forward. Why don't you go check it out? This is disconcerting. Alright, I guess we're on the other side of the river now. Okay, we can actually, like... Wait, why is it automatically moving me?
Huh?
What was that?
What was that? What just happened?
For a second, it felt like I lost consciousness and everything went black, and now I'm here.
Nope.
That didn't happen to our bodies, but it happened to this world.
Huh? What do you mean?
But
But that is an accurate description, as if the world itself switched over.
You're right.
Could it be loading?
Correct! I mean, erect.
Oh my.
You said the right word the first time.
That being said.
Anyway, Four Eyes is right. You all just passed through the map loading point. Oh, that must be what the divider is. In some games, if you go into a building, it'll take a moment for the inside to fully load. Well, the outside is like that too, because the virtual world is divided into two large maps. That wavy line represents the two maps meet. Think of these two maps as if they're two different rooms. In the same way you have to go through a door to move between two rooms, to move between the two maps you have to pass through the map loading point.
then...
Is that why we can't see past that point on the binoculars on the roof?
Ah.
Obviously, you can't see what's inside one room when you're standing inside the other. Unless you're a ghost. Woo. Maybe not. I don't know how ghosts work. I shouldn't assume shit about ghosts.
Oh, a map loading point. How fun! Not only does your sight get cut off, but sound cuts off too.
Sight and sound gets cut off, eh, when you cross the map loading point? That might be an important detail to note, so I'm gonna note that too, just in case. Sight and sound lost when cross map loading point. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point. So no sound goes through either.
All right.
So the chapel is over here, right? Well, I'm gonna go on ahead then.
Hey.
Hey, don't just go on ahead. I don't trust you being off alone by yourself. But Gonta just went with him. Then again, Gonta's not very reliable.
I told you.
It's because you pay attention to him that you're more likely to be tricked. Okay, are we just... Oh, we're just moving now. Okay, fair enough. Can we go down here on this little snowbank? No, it appears that we can't. Okay. Nothing up here either. Alright. There's something up here I can check, but I don't know if I can check it from where I'm at. So this is the secret of the outside world. You've earned 7 mana coins. Excuse me? I don't think that's it. But okay. This is a little bit strange, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so the chapel is on the right-hand side of the map, and the lodging is on the left-hand side of the map. Okay. Should be easy enough to remember. I don't think I gotta write that down at all. I'm guessing this segment isn't gonna take a lot of time, but it may. I don't know.
Well then.
This is the chapel. It's a mess, huh? Searching this place is gonna be pretty hard.
Booyah!
Now that we've checked all the important places in the virtual world,
Listen up.
let's split up and look for the secret of the outside world.
Ah.
Oh, so we're splitting up, huh? That's probably better. I wonder what the secret of the outside world could be.
Monokuma did not give us much information about it either.
Actually.
Are we going to be able to find it if we don't know what it is?
There's no point in asking whether we'll find it or not. We just gotta do it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's right. Just keep an eye out for anything suspicious, and it's bound to turn up.
Sounds like we have a difficult task ahead of us, but I guess we have to see it through.
Oh yeah, before we split up, I want to ask you something new.
Okay, so he obviously asked in private. That's interesting.
What are you two whispering about?
Piece of shit.
Mind your business, Titless! Quit sticking your potbelly where it doesn't belong! I don't have a potbelly. I definitely don't have a potbelly. But you're not denying that first part?
Well, yeah, she's not wrong. Her tits weren't tiny, but they weren't huge.
So who's going to decide how we split up?
Leave it to me.
Just leave it all to me. I'll figure out how everyone should split up in a flash.
Wait.
No, hold up. I'll decide that. I know this world better than any of you, so I'll decide.
Or you just don't want Kokichi to go with them.
I see.
Oh, you sure?
Sure.
Kaito, I want you to search the rooftop of the mansion.
What?
Huh? Why do I gotta go up to the rooftop? It's freaking cold out there.
Yeah, there's no way the faint-hearted Kaito can search in the cold.
All right.
Alright, bring it on. All I gotta do is search the rooftop, right? Kaito and Kokichi really don't seem to get along. Yeah, they really don't, do they? Alright, so Kaito is gonna check rooftop of mansion, which is on left side of the map. Kaito, search roof of mansion, left side of map. Sorry about this. I know it seems like I'm just like writing down minimal details,
Well then.
but I tend to do that.
Kokichi, you're in charge of the salon.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so Kokichi's in the mansion in the salon, alright? Kokichi, salon, mansion. Alright.
We need about 3 more people to search the mansion, doesn't matter who. This plan became pretty sloppy all of a sudden.
Oh, I see.
Then Gunta should come with me. We can search the mansion surroundings since no one else wants to deal with the cold.
Okay, going to come with you.
Yeah.
A true gentleman must always volunteer to do the dirty work. So you're just going to use Gonta again? I've decided I'm going that way too. I have to make sure you're not abusing poor Gonta.
All right.
Still need one more for the mansion duty. Shuichi, come with us.
Okay.
Is Maki upset because she's all by herself now? Even if I asked her, I suspect she would just ask me if I wanted to die again. She'd keep quiet for now. Shuichi knows her quite well, huh? Alright, everyone else stick with me here in the chapel and look for the secret. Okay, so Shuichi is also in the mansion to the left. Shuichi? Fuck you, phone. Phone, fuck you, seriously. Shuichi mansion left. Right. Sorry about that.
I understand.
So, Himiko, Maki, Miu, and myself. Understood.
All right.
Let's go back to the mansion. We gotta find the secret of the outside world.
Right.
Rocky roll.
Do a good job, Maki Roll.
Hey,
Yeah, she's
so-
gonna get pissed off if you keep doing that. Hey, is Maki Roll mad? Shuichi, did you do something? I don't know. Why? Yeah, you can never tell, honestly. Can we search all this shit? Is it just monocoins? Sure is messy in here. There's a mountain of books and posters, and what looks like Christmas decorations. Was this meant to be the secret of the outside world? That's something Monokuma would do.
I'm already tired. Shuichi, if you want to help, don't hold back, okay?
No.
Ah, it's just taking a look around. I'll go investigate the mansion. Alright, so I guess that's nothing then. So I'm gonna assume all the sparkly bits are nothing, and I'm just wasting my time. Kokichi's already here.
All right.
Did everyone cross the bridge? Okay, then let's head to the mansion together.
Huh?
I was gonna say, is she gonna knock away the sign? For whatever reason?
Whoops, my hand slipped.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Ah.
I just came here to see you guys off, and my hand accidentally slipped.
Don't screw around.
That was obviously on purpose!
It wasn't on purpose at all. It was an accident.
Shut up!
You keep talking shit like that, you'll only ever attract ugly bitches. Do you want to spend the rest of your life surrounded by ugly bitches, dumbass?
That's not even an insult. I'm famous for attracting ugly people. What are they fighting about?
I've met a lot of people up till now, but I've never met someone so messed up.
Yeah, I knew there was a reason that she was selecting who went and who didn't go. I wonder why that is.
Seriously, that girl is so much trouble.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, there was one more person here.
But
What are the people in the chapel going to do? Now they have no way to get across.
Oh, you're right, you can only log out from the salon in the mansion. Well, maybe Mew can fix it later. Let's just get to the mansion already.
Maybe that's supposed to narrow my list of suspects when somebody dies? But why? We'll deal with them later. First, we gotta find the secret of the outside world. Okay. Secret of the outside world. I can't imagine what it could be. All I can do is hope that it means a way out. Right, so we're off to search the mansion, I suppose? Because we've already searched all outside this bit, haven't we? So there's not really much point to do that.
Gonta and Kaito are gonna check the mansion's surroundings and rooftop. I'll go to the salon. Soak in the plain pair, Samugi and Shuichi. Go plainly search the dining hall and kitchen.
Sorry.
Sorry, Shuichi, it's my fault you got plain paired with me.
Right.
But everybody knows that the plain pair is just plain dangerous.
okay.
I don't know about that.
Gonta, go now.
It's surprisingly cold out there, so be careful. You should come back here to warm up.
It's okay.
Thank you, but Gonta okay. Gonta not smart enough to get sick.
Come on, man.
Someone who isn't smart wouldn't want to save everyone. They'd think only of themselves.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Okay, let's stop the fun chit-chat and go back to looking for the secret of the outside world. But we don't know what's waiting for us, so we gotta be very careful, okay?
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, we'll start searching too.
All right.
Yeah, I want to hurry up and find the secret of the outside world so we can go back. I want to go back to my real body.
May not be able to after this. Well, these avatars aren't that bad, you know.
Huh?
Huh? These avatars? Just kidding, it was a joke. I'm just joking. I'm gonna go check out the rooftop. You guys better not slack off. I think Kaito's referring to whatever illness or whatever is ailing him with the blood coughing up in the real world. So, like, maybe he's had a sickness his entire life or something? Or maybe it's something to do with my thought that they could potentially be in space. Or something. And he's just not letting them know for some reason? Gonta go now too. Something is definitely up with Kaito. He's acting really weird, and he's clearly hiding something about his health in the real world, but I don't know what.
Shuichi, we should go too.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Like I said, I'm guessing Kaito is going to die this chapter. That is my best guess, honestly. That is my best guess. But maybe that's, like, really obvious. So maybe that wouldn't happen? I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think. A dining hall. If you get that reference, you're a legend.
So I'll check the dining room. Can you please check the kitchen, Shuichi?
Leave it to me.
Well, I want to explore in here, too. Alright, the kitchen is over here. Let me explore, though. These glasses look pretty expensive, but this isn't the secret of the outside world.
Huh? Was there something that caught your eye? I'll check the dining room, but...
Sorry.
No, it's nothing. I'll investigate the kitchen now. Okay, so, yeah, examining the sparkly shit is totally pointless. And not worthwhile at all. Okay. I know we're supposed to be searching for the secret of the outside world. But what is it? An object? Something else entirely? Maybe it's information.
Well...
Suppose I should search everywhere, look for anything suspicious. Well, that's what I tried to do, but people keep telling me where to fucking go. Assholes. I searched every nook and cranny in the kitchen, but... I looked everywhere, but I didn't find anything suspicious. Perhaps I missed something? I'll look one more time. But it was a waste of time. I found nothing. It's been a while, but I can't find anything. If I haven't found anything even after all this, it can't be in the kitchen. What should I do now? Search somewhere else?
Shuichi!
How'd your search go, Shuichi?
No.
I didn't find anything. How about you?
Same. I checked every corner, but I didn't find a thing. Starting to wonder if there's even something actually hidden here. Is Monokuma just lying?
Yeah, maybe Kokichi was lying and there's actually nothing hidden here, but he's using it as a way to commit a murder or plot a murder, maybe? The way Monokuma was talking certainly was suspicious.
Well, Monokuma, did you prepare some sort of bait for us? Oh, bait? Yeah, of course I have. Is your curiosity piqued? Then you have no choice but to go. Yeah, we want to know, so we'll definitely go.
Yeah, I think Kokichi's planning something. It was Kokichi who was steering that conversation. But why would he do that?
Oh, by the way, there's something that's been bothering me.
That's...
Huh? Something bothering you?
Yeah, it might have just been my imagination, but there's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it, and I thought I saw Mew.
Huh?
You saw Mew? But she should be in the chapel.
Yeah.
And the bridge fell, so she shouldn't be able to get over here, right? That's why I thought it was just my imagination, but I figured I should say something.
Huh?
What? What was that sound?
No.
Sounded as if something was struck very hard. Came from outside, but... Samugi, let's go look.
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I hope nothing happened. Kaito? Bro? Buddy? You okay? Kibo? Gonta? Kokichi? Anybody? Nothing in the entrance hall. Something outside, perhaps?
Could it be?
Maybe that sound was something falling off the roof.
But the person on the roof is...
What should we do?
For now, let's go outside and check.
Oh no!
Oh no! What?
What?
That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
Why?
But Kibo should be in the chapel. Why?
Anyway, let's go outside. It'll be faster to see it for ourselves.
Right. Buddy, I swear to God. Kaito, don't be dead, please. I need you, buddy.
Oh!
Oh, Shuichi and Samugi.
Gonta!
Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere?
No.
No, Gonta not see him.
Huh? You didn't? But I heard his voice close by. Then did something fall off the roof? You heard that loud noise, right?
Oh, Gonta hear noise, but Gonta not see anything. Huh? What could that mean? Thought I heard the sound in Kibo's voice close by. Maybe the loading screen? Gonta said he didn't hear anything, so maybe he was making his way over here and passed through the loading zone? But Gonta didn't see anything? And what about Kaito? He should have heard that from the roof. He would have run over here right away. What's going on?
Hey, Shuichi, what does this all mean?
Such strange occurrences. Alright, my talent is solving mysteries. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
We need to figure out why Kibo screamed. Let's head to the chapel. Something might have happened there.
Yeah, you're right.
But how do we get there? Something might have happened to Kibo, to the chapel. Okay. Can we check around? No, we can't check around there. Hey, ooh. Wait a minute. What is this doing here?
Huh? Toilet paper?
Never mind that now. I need to head to the chapel. But why is it outside? That was in the mansion in the bathroom, was it not? Huh. That has me puzzled. Kibo's over here. Okay.
Shuichi!
Shuichi, perfect timing. Is there anything over there that can serve as a bridge?
What?
Huh? Kibo's voice over there? Then what was the shouting I heard earlier?
Well,
Hey, we should hurry and find something else to replace the bridge with.
right.
Yeah, we might be able to make it in time.
Huh?
Make it in time? What do you mean?
Hey!
What happened? Why are you guys making such a scene?
Kokichi!
Kokichi! I didn't see anyone in the dining room, so I went to look for you guys. Looks like everyone's in trouble now that Mew dropped the bridge.
Kokichi.
How does he know that Mew dropped the bridge? He wasn't there. Only Mew was. So how does he know? This is no time for laughter. We need to find a replacement bridge.
Oh, but the bridge is over here, you know?
Huh?
What? Come on, over here.
All right.
Did it float down the river? Anyway, let's go. Yeah, did it float down the river to the left? To our edge of the map?
Kokichi told us, and now I'm worried.
But
Let's just wait and see what happens. Yeah, it did float down the river. I thought it might have.
See, the signboard stuck on that boulder and the same one Mew dropped, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're right, it got swept all the way here.
allow Gonta.
Leave it to Gonta. Gonta just need to carry signboard?
All right.
Now that that's dealt with, let's head back to where everyone else is.
Alright, so if a murder did happen, because I don't know where Kaito is, I hope he's not dead, but it would have had to have been somebody on this side of the river, right? Because we just fished out the board. So if we just fished the board out, and it would have only been accessible from our side of the river, only somebody on our side of the river or Mew would have been able to commit it, yes? Unless all these people knew how to get across the river without the signboard. But Maki obviously didn't know, or is pretending to not know. Kibo didn't know, and is obviously pretending to not know. Or Himiko knew and is pretending to not know. Or maybe Mew did it herself, if there is a murder.
Are they back yet?
Hey,
Oh, they're here.
So Gonta just need to put board over river? But board is so thin, will it be okay? What if board breaks this time?
You get it?
Maybe thin, but it's made of sturdy wood, so can you hurry up and put the bridge down?
Got it.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, nothing can break in this world, right? So,
What happened?
if a murder were to potentially happen, what could a murder weapon be? Or maybe it's gravity and Kaito was indeed pushed off the roof. What's wrong? What happened over there?
I'll explain later, but we need to log out right now.
Log out?
Oh?
Huh? Where's Mew? Something happened to her.
What do you mean?
well,
We're not sure, but her avatar isn't moving. Maybe something happened in the real world that's preventing her from moving it?
This looks real bad, guys. Okay, let's head to the salon and log out ASAP.
Oh no, please don't be Mew.
Hey, where's Kaito?
Well, that's...
Ah, Kaito, I don't know. I ran here as fast as I could. I didn't check the roof.
what?
Didn't even bother going to the roof to get him? You're colder than I thought.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, it wouldn't let me go to the
Shuichi!
roof. Shuichi, let's hurry. So are we going to log out or are we checking the roof? Did I skip that? Shit. Let's go up to the roof and see if we can. Yeah, it'll let us go in here, so maybe that's to log out though, because we do log out from here. Maki, did you check the rooftop?
He wasn't there.
Huh?
He wasn't there.
I told you.
No one was on the roof. I tried calling for him, but there was no answer.
Then...
Where did he go?
What's the point?
He probably logged out first by himself.
But don't worry, he's stupid enough to get himself killed. But I know he won't really die. Yeah, you say that. I suppose that's true. I don't have to worry about him. I have to hurry and log out. I have to check on Mew. Can we check the bathroom? I'm guessing Mew's gonna be fine and Kaito's gonna be the real victim here. I have a really bad feeling about that.
Shuichi.
Hold on, Shuichi, we can only log out one person at a time.
Gonta have next turn. So Gonta just say name and phone and someone come get him?
Who cares? Just do it already!
Gonta.
Gonta Kokuhara? He disappeared, so that's what logging out looks like.
So the avatars disappear when we log out. But Mew's avatar is still here and I'm moving, right? What does that mean? Anyway, let's hurry and go back.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Samuki Shirogane.
Right?
Oh, Shuichi, you can log out before me. I'm sure your detective's intuition is kicking in, right? So go ahead.
Why are you telling me to go ahead instead of logging out yourself, Kokichi? I have a bad feeling about that as well.
See?
Don't be shy, go ahead. Oh, so you're actually going first? I was kidding, but no, seriously, go ahead.
Alright. I don't trust you, Kokichi.
Shuichi.
Oh, wait, now that we're alone, I want to tell you something.
What is it?
You're really useful. Huh?
Hey.
So how about you stop hanging out with Dumbo Kaito and be my friend instead? Think I can be useful to you too, you know. I can help you save everyone. And you want to save everyone, right?
I'm...
Shuichi Saihara.
I got rejected, but I won't give up that easily. When I find someone I like, I'd do anything to get them to notice me. Even strangle them.
Oh. Oh boy, I got a bad feeling about Kokichi, man. When I opened my eyes, I could see only black. I was logged out. The helmet on my head was blocking my vision. When I realized that, I quickly reached up to grab the helmet and pulled it off. But when I did, a nauseating sight was waiting for me. Oh no, who is it? Please, God. Oh, it's a death reveal. Who is it? Mew? No! Fuck, man! Mew's cold dead body. Fuck me. Really? Fucking shit! Fuck! Not Mew, dude! Fuck me! Fuck you, Danganronpa. Fuck you, man. Killing off my favorites, dude. Fuck this game. Such a fucking kick. In the dick. Daybreak. The sun had risen while we were inside the virtual world. Fuck. God damn it.
Ding dong.
A body has been discovered! Everyone please report to the computer room.
Yeah.
Wait, you're already here?
Now then.
Wow, I get to bring you the body discovery announcement live. Whew, doing it live is great. Better than beer and fucking.
That's the first time I think I've ever heard Monokuma swear like that. That's kinda cool.
Huh? Daddy, have you always had such a potty mouth? I was holding back because we already had one vulgar cast member, but now it's my time to shine. Thankfully, I'm adorable so I can get away with saying all kinds of crude stuff. Yay, I finally get to be a foul-mouthed asshole! What a vulgar last word! What's wrong, Monotaro? You're just staring blankly at the body. Staring at the body?
Oh man. Mommy! Not Mew, dude, man. Fuck! This fucking game! We barely heard the announcement as we stared at Mew, dumbfounded. We just stared at Mew's corpse.
That's terrible.
It's terrible. Why did it end up like this?
Why?
Mew, why? What's going on? Why was Mew killed?
Gonta not understand either. Mew like this when Gonta wake up.
Why?
Hey, what's going on? Why did this happen?
Well, it's obvious a murder happened.
Murder?
Weird.
What you mean? Did something happen while Gonta asleep?
No.
We weren't asleep and that wasn't a dream. We were in the virtual world.
Hey,
Hey, where's Kaito? That's right, Kaito! Almost as if on cue. We heard footsteps running fast down the hallway, the sound growing louder until the door burst open. Hey! What's all this about? What was that body discovery announced? What? Mew? What the hell is going on here?
You're too late, okay? All the others finished gasping in terror already.
By the way,
But anyway, where were you this whole time, Kaito? What were you doing?
I was just taking a nap. Huh? Taking a nap? You were sleeping? Gonta was sleeping too. Had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. As I said, that was the virtual world.
So you logged out by yourself and then took a nap without our permission?
You know,
I suddenly got logged out before I realized that I was back here. You were logged out involuntarily?
okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was okay to log back in, so I went back to my room and slept. So maybe Kokichi or somebody else logged him out on purpose. Because he was over investigating the mansion and then went off to kill Mew? Because we've already established the toilet paper had to have come from the mansion, yes. And this person knew that Samugi and I would be investigating both the kitchen and the dining room. So maybe within that window of time, they grabbed something. But how would... Toilet paper is the only thing I saw, and it said all other weapons were removed, but... How could toilet paper be a weapon? Although Mew did suffocate in real life, she was strangled, right? Kokichi did say something about, I want everybody to be my friend even if I have to strangle them. So maybe Kokichi stuffed toilet paper down Mew's avatar's throat and killed her that way and she died in real life? Maybe?
Damn it.
Or maybe there was a weapon or something, but what weapon could have been used to strangle Mew? Because she said she removed all the weapons from the virtual world, right? So what could have strangled Mew other than the toilet paper? And how? Unless it was like stuffed into her mouth or something in the virtual world. Maybe? And when that body discovery announcement woke me up, I rushed over here and...
Hey, Kaito, if you're gonna lie, then you might as well do it better. Do you think you can make the killing game more exciting with a crappy lie like that?
Hold on.
It's not a lie, I really was sleeping.
Hey.
Hold on a minute, we can discuss whether or not that's a lie later. What we need to do right now is begin with the investigation. We need to discover who killed Mew.
You seem ready. Well, of course you are. One of your dear friends was killed, so it's finally time for you to shine.
Explain it however you like, Kokichi. The fact is, if we don't find out who the culprit is, we'll all be executed.
No.
But I won't let that happen. I'll find the culprit so that we can all survive.
Even if the culprit is Kaito.
Don't screw around.
Huh? What?
okay.
Now, please save your arguments for the class trial. In the meantime... Ta-da! The Monokuma file! With this, you can even investigate up Mew's asshole! Huh? Even there?
Why would you want to? Ew.
Now then.
Well then, do your best. I'm certain you guys will make this turn of events very entertaining, asshole.
Why does he keep saying asshole like that?
Daddy.
Maybe that's a hint toward the toilet paper? Nah, that's stupid. That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense.
Daddy seems to be really enjoying that dirty word.
Yeah, maybe he just likes saying asshole a lot.
Mommy! Okay, everyone, let's do this. I'll find the culprit this time, no matter what.
hey!
What are you being so cheery about?
But
Well, what are you sad about? You guys hated her. Not as much as you hate me, but still.
That's not the issue. Of course I thought she was loud and annoying, but... I never wanted her to die. I wanted us all to escape together. Mew was certainly brash and spirited, but she wasn't a bad person.
Listen closely.
Believe me, I had her perform maintenance on my body, so I know. I know very well. I want to cry, but I can't. I should have had Mew install a crying function.
Huh? When your tears cause you to short circuit?
No.
Not at all. My body's completely waterproof. I see. Okay. That answers my question about the swimming pool earlier. Okay, so it's good to note that he's waterproof.
This isn't the time for that.
Gonta no can forgive this. Gonta never forgive this. Never forgive culprit either. But Gonta never forgives self. Gonta swore to protect everyone, but Gonta failed to protect Mew. Gonta no can protect anyone again. Gonta's failure is gentleman. I'm so tired of this awful feeling. I have to do something. I can't let this... Shuichi, don't carry the burden all by yourself. Huh?
Listen up.
You're my sidekick, don't forget.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it together. If we work together, we can solve this.
No way, Jose.
What?
What?
Well, you know.
Shuichi is the most reliable person in a class trial, you know.
Except for the part that I failed it twice, because that trial was dumb and made no sense at all.
Why would we let such an important person work together with the suspect like you?
Suspect? You're saying that if I was the culprit, Shuichi would hide the truth to protect me?
Don't screw around.
Bullshit! Don't underestimate Shuichi! Even if I was the culprit, he's the type of guy that would see things through.
But remember Kaede's class trial?
Shut up.
He saw us through that, didn't he? I believe in Shuichi.
Okay.
Kaito.
You love to believe, don't you, Kaito?
You really don't.
But that belief can turn against you, especially in this killing game, you know.
Got no idea what you're talking about. I don't get it at all. Fine, if you're gonna get all worked up over it, then me and Shuichi won't team up.
But
But
Don't worry about it.
don't worry, it's just for now. But hearing him say all that, I can't stay quiet.
I believe in you.
That said, try to get through this on your own. Clear me of suspicion with your own power.
If you can be cleared.
Yeah, I think Kokichi is gonna try and frame Kaito for this, and he killed Mew. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking right now. Because Kokichi obviously hates Kaito, and they don't get along very well. So maybe Kokichi's gonna kill Mew and try and frame Kaito for it. I don't like this at all. It feels like another one of Kokichi's tricks. Because Kokichi, we've already established, was on the left side of the river with us, right? It was me, Tsurugi, Kaito, and Kokichi. And Gonta, because Gonta went with Kokichi again, didn't he? So maybe it could have been Gonta as well, but I know Tsurugi was with me in the dining room. Because, okay, first of all, I was checking out the kitchen. She was right next door, right? And then we heard the noise happen, whatever that noise may have been, when we were both in the main foyer of the mansion, right? Where it leads upstairs to the roof. Kaito was on the roof. But how did he get unplugged from the simulation without saying his own name? Because he says he randomly woke up in the real world and he didn't know why. And then he just figured it would be a bad idea to try and log back in, so he just went to sleep. Which I believe him for. Because if he doesn't, like, he could be lying, but he doesn't seem like the type to lie, so... If he did just randomly wake up in the real world and then just went and slept because he didn't want to log back in, he couldn't have possibly killed Mew. So that leaves Gonta, Kokichi, and Tsurugi as the culprits. Potentially, right? Because I know I didn't do it. But like I said, Tsurugi was with me, and she was checking out the dining hall, while I was checking out the, kitchen. And then we were both in the same place right next to each other when we heard the crashing sound. But what was that crashing sound? Maybe it was to distract us and make us think Kaito fell off the roof or something? For some reason, but it was actually another noise entirely? Huh, but what could it have been? Maybe it was the carpet from the storage room in the virtual world being tossed off the roof, because that would have made a loud noise, right? I don't like this at all. It feels like another one of Kokichi's tricks. Of course, this is Kaito we're talking about. Nothing I say could change his mind. Regardless, there's only one thing I can do. So I'm guessing Kokichi basically manipulated Monokuma to manipulate them into thinking there was a secret to the virtual world, but there's actually nothing in there at all. And Kokichi convinced everybody to go in there with his manipulation, used it to his advantage to kill Mew, and then try and frame Kaito for it. But like I said, how would Mew have gotten killed? The only thing I can think of is the toilet paper maybe being used to gag her or something, and she choked and died, but... that seems ridiculous. Like, that seems really far-fetched, and I feel like I'm just grasping at straws there for possibilities that could be. Although, that's a fitting end for Mew, honestly. She was a kinky bitch, so I guess, like, choking to death is kind of erotic, in a way, so I guess it's kind of befitting of her. Regardless, there's only one thing I can do. I can't be afraid. I can't get lost now. In order to protect everyone, I have to do something. I have to do something. Investigation start. First, I should check the Monokuma file. Oh my god, man. Fucking Mew, dude. I'm gonna miss her. She was one of my favorites, man. I was hoping she wouldn't die next. The victim is the ultimate inventor, Mew Uruma. The body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor. Approximate time of death is 6:30 a.m. There are no external wounds on the body. No external wounds, eh? No external wounds. Maybe that supports her choking theory. Wait, so if there's no external wounds, she couldn't have been killed in the real world, so it couldn't have been Kaito that did it. Unless... No, because we've already established that Kaito is the only one that went to the real world, right? Because somebody logged him out. So the only one I could think of, if I go off the Kokichi trying to frame Kaito thing, maybe Kokichi said Kaito's name into the phone to get him to fuck off. And threw the carpet off the roof to make everybody concerned about Kaito, but Kaito was actually in the real world and just went to sleep the whole time, so Kokichi could frame him. But that would mean that Kokichi killed Mew, yeah? But then again, it could have been Gonta and it could have been Himiko, but I don't think Himiko is strong enough by herself to lift a carpet and throw it off the roof, if that is the case. Gonta definitely is, but we've already established Gonta's a fucking idiot, so I don't think Gonta is smart enough to pull something this complicated off. So that means if Kokichi logged Kaito out, and Kaito wasn't there, so Kokichi could use this whole setup to commit a murder, that would make perfect sense, and that would all fold into place, but I can't suspect only Kokichi because Mew obviously had a way to get across the river, so how did she do that? I mean, she did build the program, so maybe there was a secret she wasn't telling everybody, and that's how she got across the river, but I don't know. Because Kibo, Maki, and Himiko were not able to get across the river, we already saw that, but apparently Mew was, because Tsumugi said she could have sworn she saw Mew. So that would mean that Mew was on the left side of the map, and Kokichi was on the left side of the map. It was only me and Tsumugi together, checking out the hall and the kitchen, or the dining room and the kitchen rather, and Kaito wouldn't have been there if this was a setup to frame him. He would have been in the real world already, because the potential murderer, Kokichi, is who I'm thinking, logged him out. Because Kaito was the only other person on that side of the map. Although, I think Gonta was as well, because I think there were 5 people, right? Because we had 9. I've already established that there was 9. Mew, Himiko, Maki, and Kibo were all on the other side for the chapel. But we've already established in 2 places that the toilet paper was on the left side of the map. So, the toilet paper was originally in the bathroom, and then we found it outside, but why would we have found it outside? So maybe Kokichi hypothetically gagged Mew with the toilet paper, and then hid her body in the virtual world? And then we woke up to the real world and found her body here. No external wounds, killed around 6:30 in the morning.
The time of death happened 30 minutes before now while we were still in the virtual world.
Okay, so that supports my theory that he framed Kaito for this. And he killed her. I think. Kokichi, what do you want?
You don't have to be so wary of me. It's not like I'm gonna get in your way, Shuichi. It's just I hate lies so much that I tend to suspect others a lot. Kaito said he wouldn't team up with you for this case, but I can't trust those words.
So that means...
That's why I'm keeping an eye out, just in case he tries to bother you.
Keeping an eye out?
It's true!
Don't take it the wrong way, though. I'm not trying to replace Kaito as your partner, okay?
Alright!
But I'll help you as much as I can, so where are you gonna investigate now?
What is he up to? Why is he following me? Maybe he's trying to get in good with me so I won't suspect him? Monokuma File 4 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Let's check out Mew's corpse, shall we? Poor Mew, man. I really liked Mew. She was great. One of my favorites by far. Mew's hands are clasped around her neck as if she was gasping for air. Yeah, so she was choking, right? No external wounds. She was choking, obviously. Hence the tears and her trying to unchoke herself. But How would she have been able to log out to put her hands up into that position in the real world? I don't know, that's a mystery. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. Poor girl.
Wow.
Ew, that is one grody face. Mew must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey,
Stop, Kokichi! Even if you're joking, that's too far!
it's nothing.
You're right, you should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them.
Hated them, huh?
Even if she was a despised, pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person.
Suppose I'll never get Kokichi to change.
But what's Mew's cause of death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file.
May I? I wanted to let you know, just in case it turns out to be a
By the
clue.
way,
I was the first one to log out and find Mew's body. She was still wearing the helmet, and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki logged out after I did, and she helped me take Mew's helmet off. Okay. And then she was gone.
Is that a confession?
I don't think it is. I think Kibo's telling the truth. Kibo's always been really honest, and I highly doubt he's the type to murder someone. How is that a confession? Yeah, he's just giving us evidence to help with the investigation, I think. Anyway, the question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? Mew's corpse has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. God damn it, man. I'm gonna miss her so much. At least she died really late. At least she died really late, man. That's all I can say. I'm gonna miss her a lot. She was so fucking cool. I liked her a lot, man. What could have caused her to suffer like this? What was the cause of death? I think it was the toilet paper, dude. I honestly, as ridiculous as it sounds, I think it was that. Because if there were no murder weapons... Because Mew said she took out all the potential weapons, right? But maybe she didn't account for suffocation. Or toilet paper to be used as a weapon. And they stuffed her mouth full of toilet paper in the virtual world. And that caused her to gasp for air, because she said you could still feel pain in the virtual world, right? So, if what happens in the virtual world, because remember, Kokichi socked Kibo in the face more than once, right? And Kibo said, ow. So if what happens in the virtual world affects your real body, then that would mean that's a potential thing, right? That she choked on toilet paper? I'm guessing it's Kokichi, dude. It makes the most sense. Everything seems to add up. I can't suspect anybody else other than Kokichi, because if Kaito was gone, Tsumugi was with me, and she heard the noise of the thud outside, or the crash noise that we heard in the kitchen. And Gonta's too stupid to commit a murder. And Mew was the only one who knew how to get to the other side of the river. And Kokichi did whisper her in the chapel, but we don't know what he said, so maybe he was trying to lure her over there? Because he knew she built the program and would know a way across the river and then targeted her? I think Kokichi used to kill her, dude. I really do. That is the most logical thing I can come to right now. Although, maybe we should wait and see if we uncover more evidence. I think that's the smartest thing I can do about now.
Like I thought.
It ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Mew from the dining room window. Thought you saw Mew? Yeah, I told Shuichi about it.
So Tsumugi did say that she thought she saw Mew through the window of the dining hall, so that would mean Mew was to the left of the dining hall, because the only windows that were in the dining hall were to the left of the room, yeah?
There's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it. And I thought I saw Mew.
Yeah, well, if we would have gone out there right then, we could have prevented the murder, because we could have checked that out and investigated whether we saw Mew or not, because we already established there was nothing in the fucking dining hall or the fucking kitchen, so Mew's death could have been prevented, I feel.
Oh, so you saw Mew then? I thought I must have been mistaken, since she should have been by the chapel. You're only saying you were mistaken so you don't have to feel as guilty. Huh?
because
If you had been positive it was Mew, then you could have done something sooner. Could have prevented her death, you know?
Yeah, we could have. We entirely could have. I just said that. That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in hindsight.
My bad.
Oh, we went a little off topic there. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Mew?
Okay, now Kokichi's asking questions, so maybe he can fabricate an alibi or something out of the information that we tell him. Maybe?
I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me, so... About 10 minutes later, I told Shuichi, and while we were talking about it...
The thud noise, right? The crash? Bang. That's what it was. It's not a fucking 80s comic book, is it?
Ah! What? What was that sound?
It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... Maybe they knocked Mew out with something in the virtual world? But would that knock her out in real life? And then they stuffed her mouth with toilet paper? No, I'm thinking the carpet was thrown off the roof as a diversion to make us think of Kaito, because we know Kaito was checking the roof. And he did say it sounds like it came from outside. But if we say that, I didn't see a carpet outside. But maybe they specifically set it up so I wouldn't have that thought or something?
We heard a loud noise and rushed out into the entrance hall.
I'm thinking it was the carpet from that storage room that I checked on the roof. That's about the only thing I can think of that would make a huge thud sound. Unless it was the plank of wood hitting the boulder, but I can't think it would make that loud of a noise. I think us being in a building and hearing a carpet thud just outside, that was a pretty thick carpet. I think that makes more sense.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
Why would Kibo have said oh no, though? He never told us why he said that.
Huh?
Kibo's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but Smoogie and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. Yeah, how did Kibo get over here? So that means anybody from the other side could have potentially came over here, so I can't just suspect Kokichi now.
What? That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and mansion.
Yeah, that's right. So Kibo had to have been on this side, right? Because if you cross the loading zone, you can't hear anything from the other side, or can you?
Even Mew said that.
Is Kokichi specifically trying to make Kibo look suspicious?
Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point.
While you're inside the map loading point. Okay.
I see.
Okay, so maybe Kibo was crossing the map loading point and he didn't hear anything. And he saw Mew's body or something? But he would have told us, wouldn't he? Then again, he did just say, oh no, but I don't know what that means.
You're right, the sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point.
Okay, so it shouldn't reach through the loading point, so you can't hear from one side of the map on the other side of the map. Okay, that's the question I had.
So how do we hear Kibo's voice? How were we able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel? Maybe someone's lying.
What?
Lying?
Hey,
No, I think Kibo's telling the truth, but I think he is hiding something, but what? By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the loud noise or Kibo's voice at all?
I'm not sure. I must have not noticed because I was too busy searching.
No, that's bullshit. You're lying to his face! Yeah, that's gotta be bullshit. Kaito!
Kaito, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
Who would like you, dumbass? I was interested in Shuichi's conversation. Huh? My conversation? You heard Kibo's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened.
We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kokichi.
yeah.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it, though? Did you notice anything?
I suppose not.
But
I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaito.
Shut up! Samugi's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. What is her account, though? Loud noise has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. Okay, so it's a good thing we talked to her. I think you have to talk to everybody after somebody dies. Oh, can I not? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, good. What is her account? While Tsumugi was searching for the secret of the outside world in the virtual world's mansion, she saw Miu's avatar through the window. Ah, okay, yeah, that is a good account. Okay, it's good that we have that. I forgot what her account was already. Let's talk to Kibo, seeing as how Kibo was mentioned with the noise and all that. I've been wondering, what was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyway? That's true, we got sidetracked by Miu's murder case. We never discovered what that secret actually was. Maybe there was no secret. We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
No, Tsumugi and I didn't find anything.
My bad.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaito and Gonta too, right?
Right?
And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have, unlike you.
Whoa.
Wow, Shuichi, did you hear that? The robot's been sassy with me.
That's so mean.
Did you know robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Miu. Told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far to stage his dramatic reaction.
That's wrong.
That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too.
You're a pretty advanced robot. You can be sassy and make excuses.
I'm waiting for Kibo to just sock him in the face one of these times really hard. Alright, let's talk to Kokichi next. Because I find Kokichi definitely the most suspicious.
You don't have to be so wary of me. I'm keeping an eye out in case Kaito tries to bother you.
It's true.
Don't take it the wrong way, though. I'm not trying to replace Kaito as your partner, okay? But I'll help you as much as I can, so where are you gonna investigate now?
What is he trying to do? Why does he insist on following me around? I have no idea. Let's talk to Maki. From what the time of death indicated in the Monokuma file, Miu was killed while we were still in the virtual world. Yeah, so she would have had to have been killed in the virtual world. That makes the most sense. So she wasn't killed out here. So nobody put her hands up in that position to strangle herself. That must mean that she was fighting to get the fucking whatever she was choking on out of her throat, but it was happening in the simulation, so she couldn't do anything about it here. Or maybe her avatar made her body movements what they are in real life. So maybe she was choking in the simulation and was trying to unchoke herself or something. Here. Although, to be honest, toilet paper isn't that thick, and you could probably bite through it and swallow it bits at a time, and it wouldn't harm you. Because stomach acid would just melt it. Like, it would be nothing, honestly. Because toilet paper dissolves. I don't know if you've ever known this, but, like, toilet paper literally dissolves when it touches water. Or it touches saliva, like, on your tongue. Like, if you were to put, like, a huge wad of it in your mouth, yeah, you'd be a bit fucked. But, like, if it was fed a little bit at a time, you'd be okay. But I don't think that's how it may have been used. Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse rapidly. You know how to work that computer, Maki?
No.
No, not really. I've never used this program before either. I see. I imagine that it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well...
That also makes sense for Miu to die here, because nothing would be able to be explained, right? Because the only technological person would have been Miu, right? Because she tinkers with robots. Because Kibo said just because he's a robot doesn't mean he knows about electronics and shit, right? So that makes the most sense. But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much.
Oh, so what did it say? If you don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Shuichi.
According to this text file, the killing game simulator used a certain program as the base. It's called Neo World Program.
Neo World Program? Never heard of it.
I have.
Well...
In this killing game simulator, objects can't break. Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. Okay, so I think that supports my theory. That matches what Miu told us.
That's true.
If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock.
Huh?
From shock?
Oh, this is the first time we're hearing about this. Someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they die in the real world.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you'd feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury. But the more important question is, why did Miu keep such an important detail a secret?
That is strange. I have no idea why she wouldn't mention such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose?
Well...
Yeah, she was clearly hiding something. That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportation like mounts do not exist.
I see.
So you can only move around using your avatar.
Okay, that's important info to know too.
She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world.
That's all it says in this text file.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful. Killing Game Simulator has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad.
But is the info in the text file correct?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original info with false info, you know?
But to determine that, you would need extensive knowledge of computers.
It's my time to shine.
This looks like a job for me.
Huh?
What? Huh?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Monotaro, what are you saying?
Hey.
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
What are you talking about?
I wish I was like that, because I don't know shit about computers. That logic doesn't make any sense.
No way!
You can't, Monotaro. We're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care.
I don't give a fart about the rules. I want to help everyone. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Your mommy? You mean Mew?
Not that!
No, Monotaro, you've forgotten again. Forgotten that she's not our mother.
I want you!
And you've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig! I'm busy avenging Mommy's death. No. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye.
So long! Farewell!
Someone she needs to protect. Huh.
Alrighty then, let's do this.
Huh?
Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. True, I suppose, but...
Thanks.
Thanks, I'll do my best for Mommy's sake.
No.
Well, wait, perhaps we should...
He's doing his best for his dead mommy. I'm so touched. Ah!
Alright, fine, I'll leave it to you. Then I suppose I have no choice.
All right.
Alright, I'll start analyzing the computer right away.
Thanks, Monotaro. Holy shit.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands.
His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
Yeah, I can't do that voice with Kokichi. I could try.
All right.
I could give it a shot, you know what? I could make it less high-pitched and a bit more deep and scratchy. I'll try that.
I've already analyzed a few things.
Huh?
Already?
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too.
Is this...
This looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out. Kaito log out at 5:17. So Mew never logged out. So she was definitely murdered in the simulation, because if you look, it says Mew never logged out. Kibo said he was the first to log out, right? Kibo said he was the first to log out. Look, Kaito has a log out right there. So what Kaito said in his defense is correct. He never logged himself out. Or he did say that he logged out. He woke up in the real world, but he didn't log himself out. It just randomly happened. So somebody's definitely framing Kaito, or trying to. Definitely. Because Kibo said he was the first to log out, definitely. I remember him saying that. And Kaito's logged out before Kibo, look. So, I'm thinking I'm right. I'm thinking Kokichi did this and tried to frame Kaito.
Okay.
There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Alright, that's great to know. Awesome.
Hey,
That was not altered at all. And Kokichi wouldn't have been smart enough to alter it to cover his tracks, because he doesn't know about computers. Although he is an evil super genius, so maybe he does. I don't know. God damn. They do a really good job of making it hard and confusing. Could you show it to me? I think I'm right, though. I think Kokichi did this. I really do. I think Kokichi did this. It really does have everyone's login and logout times recorded. Yeah, Himiko, Samugi, Kaito, K1B0, Shuichi login, Maki login, Kokichi, Gonta login, and then Mew was the last to show up. And I remember Maki logged in after, me, and then fucking Kokichi and Gonta logged in. Because Kokichi punched Kibo in the face. So all this is definitely accurate. So if this wasn't altered at all, and Kaito logged out before Kibo, that confirms somebody's trying to frame him, and what Kaito said is the truth. Unless Kaito is lying, and he killed Mew and he logged himself out. But, like I said, I don't think Kaito's the type to lie, and we've already established Kokichi definitely is.
Well...
I think I'm right, guys. I think I'm right about this. Aside from you, everyone has logged in and out once.
You're right.
Then it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. Then my main concern becomes, yeah, Kaito said he never logged back in. Kaito, he logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him. Login logout record has been added to the truth bullet section of your modipad. Yeah, I'm gonna use that as a truth bullet to argue somebody in a conversation somewhere. But I don't know what I'm gonna have to lie about. I might do a little bit of research before the trial and figure out not when I have to lie, but what color text I have to shoot a lie at. Because that'll help seriously narrow it down, because I don't know if you can lie about blue text, or blue text is purely for agreeing with people, with consent bullets, or whatever the fuck they're called. So, you can use a bullet to agree with somebody, based on whatever evidence. So I'm guessing I may have to agree with Samugi about the noise that we heard in the dining hall, or something like that. I'm guessing that's one of the points where I'm going to have to agree. But I'm just trying to foresee into the future. So I think I'm right, honestly, about this Kokichi thing, because if you think about it, we've already established Gonta is too stupid to commit a murder. Samugi saw Mew outside, and she was with me in the dining hall in the kitchen. She wouldn't have had enough time to murder Mew in that time frame by running outside, choking her with toilet paper, and then coming back in, and then telling me. There's no way that would have added up. There's no way you could do that in a 10-minute time frame. So I think Samugi is clear, honestly. Gonta is clear because he's too fucking stupid. If we go off the thinking that Kaito wasn't there and he was logged out, and he's being framed by somebody else, Kokichi is who I'm guessing. The only murder weapon I can think of, honestly, because, like, you couldn't chop a tree down in the virtual world because there was no weapons. You'd need a saw to do that, right? Or some brute strength. I don't even think Gonta has enough strength in him to be able to fucking tear out a tree from the ground and topple it over. And like I said, Gonta's too stupid to commit a murder, right? So that leaves Kokichi. Because I don't think Kibo's the type to murder somebody, but he could be. No, because Kibo didn't know how to get around the river. Because there was no bridge. Maki couldn't do it either, and neither could Himiko. And then we've already established Mew was the only other person over there. But Mew would have known how to get around the river somehow. But why did she kick the board away? That's what I want to know. Or maybe she didn't do it on purpose and it literally did slip. And it was accidental. Or maybe Kokichi told her something and she wanted to privately meet with Kokichi and she did that to make everybody think that she was over there so she could be on the other side of the river with her knowledge of how to get around it, maybe? I think I have this one pretty much pegged, though. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm right. Also, there's something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program. It looks like some parts of the program were rewritten. The program's been rewritten? Obviously, Mew's the only person capable of doing that. So which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
Okay.
I'll analyze that, of course, but it's gonna take a little time.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's done by the class trial, then Shuichi will be able to avenge Mew. He's just saying whatever he pleases.
Alright.
Alright, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
That's true.
Yeah, way more than you. Righty then, let's talk to Kaito again, just to solidify his alibi.
That's right.
Shuichi, I gotta explain, just so you don't misunderstand. Explain what? You're talking about how you logged out of yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then.
What?
Why are you?
Yeah.
Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after all.
Don't screw around.
Huh? What?
Hey,
Kaito, just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean,
About the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out. Okay, that's consistent with how everybody else logged out. So if Kaito was on the roof, and he saw a circle appear underneath him, that means somebody else logged him out, right? Either that or Kaito's just lying. But Kaito doesn't seem like the type to murder somebody. At all. I think Kaito's telling the truth. I really do. Same thing happened earlier when I used the phone to log out. How did that happen on the roof? What happened after you logged out?
so
Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. Okay, so Kokichi could have logged Kaito out. Stick with me on this. Kokichi could have locked Kaito out, and then Kokichi would have still been in the simulation to commit the murder, yeah? But he's trying to get everybody to think that Kaito logged out and then killed Miu in real life. Not in the simulation, but she doesn't have any physical injuries on her body in the real world. So I'm dead set in thinking she was killed in the virtual world with the toilet paper. That's what I'm thinking. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. And the body discovery announcement woke you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here.
Hey,
You remember what condition Miu's body was in when you logged
my
out?
bad.
Nah, I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. Yeah, that would have made it too easy, I think. You didn't notice anything wrong? Like whether she was dead or not? Like I said, I don't know! Okay, sorry. So I just need to object to the contradiction in that testimony, right?
Don't screw around.
Yeah, he's definitely fishing for info so he can fucking solidify an alibi and make excuses and try and frame other people and deter people from suspecting him, definitely. I said I'm not lying! Tell him, Shuichi!
Shuichi!
No, Shuichi, in order to find the truth, you can't be biased. I agree with Kokichi there, but like I said, I really want to believe Kaito, dude. I don't think he's lying. And me, when I think somebody isn't lying, has always helped me so far. And Kokichi's whole thing is lying. But maybe that's too obvious, but again, maybe I'm overthinking something. I did overthink last time. Kaito's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Alright, it's a good thing we talked to Kaito. I'm gonna go piss real quick, and I'll be back in a second. So I'll see you guys very, very shortly. In the meantime, enjoy this. And I'll be back very soon. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's figure this shit out, shall we? Right. Who do we have left to talk to? We've talked to Maki. Can't talk to Miu anymore, unfortunately. I'm gonna miss her, man. She was so great. Such a fun character. She was so full of life, honestly, she was. Fucking amazing character. I loved voicing her so much. I'm gonna miss that. All my favorite voices die, dude. Like, literally. Let's talk to Gonta, even though I don't think he'll be much help. Although, maybe he can explain where he was. Maybe he did something or something. Like, maybe he was searching under something and that's what that giant thud was.
Hey,
Gonta, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Miu? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
By the way,
Kokichi is way too high-spirited for this, but then again, that's his entire character, is to take death lightly and everything.
Oh, Gonta, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit?
Gonta don't know.
Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. Wait, so Gonta noticed that Miu was dead? In the real world. Okay, so let's cross-reference this with what Kaito said, and see if Kaito logged out after Gonta or before Gonta. Because Kaito said that he didn't get a look at Miu's corpse, like he didn't know if she was alive or dead, he didn't pay attention, right? Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. So let's check the time at what Gonta got out at and saw Mew's corpse to what Kaito got out at. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. Okay. Cause we'll know for fact if it's Kokichi if we do this. We'll know for fact. We will. I'll tell you why in a minute. But why this happened? Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. But Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta no could protect Mew.
Seems all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this.
It's true.
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Don't talk about him like that.
I'm disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Gonta.
Don't apologize to him, Gonta. Gonta's so sorry. Gonta sorry no could protect Mew. It's okay. Kokichi did it, Gonta. He did.
Hey,
Gonta, if you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay?
Oh, okay. Gonta understand.
Gonta do his best.
Gonta do his best to find culprit. Gonta definitely do his best this time.
Yup, now that's the spirit.
Now Kokichi is encouraging him? I really don't know what Kokichi is thinking. Right. So Gonta said that Mew was already dead when he got out. Kaito said, I didn't know if she was dead or not. I didn't pay attention. We've already established Kaito himself, quote unquote, was the first to log out, right? Alright, so let's check our info, because I think I already have this solved, and I think I'm fucking right, dude. I really do. I think I'm right. Login, logout record. Okay. So it says Kaito log out at 5:17. Gonta log out at 6:56. So if Gonta logged out and noticed that Mew was dead already when Kaito logged out, that means Kaito's fucking innocent! Kaito didn't do it. He definitely didn't do it. Somebody framed him. The only person that could have framed him is fucking Kokichi, dude. It's fucking Kokichi. It has to be. Nothing else makes sense with any of the information I have. It has to be him. It has to fucking be. It has to be. I think I'm right.
I never thought Mew would be killed. When I saw her avatar there not moving, I thought maybe, but...
That's right, you saw that Mew's avatar in the virtual world would stop moving.
Me, Kibo, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey.
Can you tell me more about that? Any details?
We were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
hey,
Mew was too, right?
No.
No, Mew volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us.
Okay, so Kokichi knew a way to get over the river to the chapel side. Threw off the carpet from the roof as a diversion to go kill Mew and brought the toilet paper with him to the right side of the map, but he left it on the left side of the map to make us think that it happened on the left side of the map. And then he left the toilet paper on the left side of the map. That has to be it. That has to be it. If the toilet paper is the murder weapon, that has to be it. That's the only explanation I can think of. Mew volunteered to look around outside.
We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside.
Okay, so they were all in the chapel. So Himiko's, testimony, or whatever the fuck it is, Himiko's, account, should I say, is going to say Kibo, Maki, and... Yeah, Kibo and Maki were with her inside the chapel, and Mew was out by herself, right? That's what I'm gonna have to use. That's what information her account gives me. That must be the sound I heard as well.
Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside.
Something hit the inside of the chapel, or the outside of the chapel wall? Something hitting the chapel wall. Or maybe something heavy fell on the ground and it shook the entire place or something?
So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel and we found Mew's avatar.
Okay, so if they found her avatar not moving, that was her time of death. Or somewhere around when they found it, right? That has to be it. So they found Mew's avatar, so they discovered it, right? That's when you went to log out to check Mew's real body, correct?
But when we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Okay, so Himiko is going to tell me that there was no way any of them knew to get across the river. I don't even think Mew knew how. So maybe her hand did slip, but maybe Kokichi found another way, like an alternate way across the river. Maybe there was a way for him to get the signboard. Maybe with the carpet, and then he used the signboard to go to the other side with the toilet paper, killed Mew on the outside of the chapel, came back, put the toilet paper back, and then removed the sign and floated it down the river, and then just pretended to come across it for the first time. Like, he's like, hey, look what I found. The sign went down here. That explains how he knows where it was. Because Kokichi did say, hey guys, I found the sign for the river. Blah, blah, blah. So that means he would have known the sign was down there, right? So he would have had a way to get across the river, yes? Kokichi fucking did it, dude. I know he did. I thought Himiko killed fucking Tenko and frickin' Anji before, but I'm sure this time. I'm absolutely fucking positive it was Kokichi this time. Shoot me if I'm wrong. Seriously.
And while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
I see. Thank you.
That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and chapel.
Except you fucking little shit!
Then this helps us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Mew.
I've already narrowed it down from like 9 people to 1, you fucking conniving little frickin' hot topic-y checkerboard shit! Fucker. Fucking hate this kid now. I liked his character before, but he just killed off one of my favorite characters. I'm fucking mad now. Who could have come into contact with Mew at the chapel? Fucking Kokichi, dude. I know it's him. It has to be. Everything adds up. Everything makes sense. He hates Kaito. He'd frame Kaito. He hated Mew. He'd kill Mew. He'd steer everybody wrong because he's a fucking manipulative little shit. He knew how to get across the river. He knew about the board. I don't know how he knew about the toilet paper if that is the murder weapon, but I think that's the only thing that could possibly be. Because Mew said she removed all the potential weapons, right? So maybe something that she didn't think or to consider be a weapon was used to kill her. And I think it's the toilet paper, dude. I really do. Events at the chapel have been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Alright, we've talked to everybody. Let us talk to Monotaro again. Hey there. I know you're busy with the computer, but I want to go over what we learned from investigating the program.
Okay.
Oh, you want to use the computer? Go right ahead.
Alright, first, what program information was listed in that text file? According to the file, the Killing Game Simulator was based on the Neo World program. In the simulator, objects can't break. Okay, objects can't break. Your 5 senses are connected to your avatar, but your avatar cannot be harmed. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body. Okay, so the avatar itself cannot be harmed. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body. And we already established that a critical blow, or anything critical that would cause death, let's say, whether it was a strike or whether it was suffocation or something like that, would have occurred to the real body of the person whose avatar that is, right? To the corresponding avatar. So that matches up with Mew not having any external injuries. She fucking choked on the toilet paper, dude. That's what it is. The toilet paper is the fucking murder weapon. It's gotta be. That's the only thing that makes fucking sense. Mew could have been thrown off the roof, but I don't see that happening. That would have made a loud thud sound. Yes, that's correct. But if she was thrown off the roof, she would have had to have been thrown off the roof, carried back across the river, and into the fucking chapel. And I don't think Kokichi would have had time to do that. And leave her avatar there. And then everybody would have came outside of the chapel, wondering what the noise was. I don't think he would have had time to do that, so I don't think she was thrown off the roof. Plus, her real body shows signs of strangulation or suffocation. I think the murder weapon was the toilet paper and it wasn't gravity at all, like I was first thinking with Kaito. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body. That's exactly what Mew told us. If your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. In other words, fatal injuries in the virtual world are fatal to your real body as well. Also, Mew didn't know about the fucking secret hidden in there until just now. But she was certain that it was safe. I don't recall Mew ever telling us this. She wouldn't just forget to tell us. Was she hiding this information on purpose? Yeah, but why? Physics are also the same in the virtual world. There isn't any warping or quick transportation methods. You can only use your avatar to get around. That's about all that's written in the text file. The other piece of evidence I found interesting is the log in log out record that Monotaro found. Yeah, because that basically solidifies that Kokichi is the culprit. It's the only one that makes sense! Kaito logged out before Gonta, but we already established that Kibo said he was the first to log out, right? So if Kibo is confident, and I don't think Kibo would lie, because Kibo did try and help with the investigation by saying Kibo was the first to log out. He was the first to log out. So Kaito shouldn't have been logged out before him. But that goes along with what Kaito said for his alibi. That matches up to what he was saying about the white circle and waking up and just going to sleep because he didn't want to log back in, because Kaito never did log back in. So the only way Kaito would have been logged out is if somebody else logged him out on purpose, and I think it was Kokichi. Like I said, I think it was Kokichi, dude. It makes so much sense. He recorded all the times we logged in and out, excluding the victim Mew. Everyone only logged in and out once. Yeah, because Mew never logged out again. Kokichi was the last to log out, because he logged out after me. See, Kaito log out 517. Which means Kaito, he logged out before any of us, but it couldn't have been him. The program itself has also been modified in a few ways. We have to wait for Monotaro to finish his analysis for that info. Oh, all finished? Alright, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. I'll let you know when I find something. Okay, I don't know if he's gonna find any other info to support our theory of it being Kokichi, but I bet it's fucking Kokichi, dude. It makes the most goddamn sense. It seriously does. It makes the most sense. It's the only logical thing I can come up with. Gonta obviously doesn't have the drive to murder anybody. I don't think that's a cover. I think that's just his character. Also, he's too stupid to pull a murder off. Kaito is kind of dumb, but he's like total bro mode, right? So like he wouldn't log himself out to kill Mew, and if he didn't log back into the virtual world and it showed that he logged out before anybody else, how would he have killed Mew in the first place? Unless Mew was killed first and then Kokichi logged Kaito out. But I don't think that matches up with the time frame of something else. I can't put my finger on it right now, but I don't think that matches up. Himiko, we've already established, was on the other side of the river, as was Kibo, as was Maki, because they were all in the chapel together, right? And Tsumugi was with me, and Tsumugi heard the crash noise, which I'm obviously thinking was a diversion for a time frame for something to get them to go to the roof and check on Kaito. But that's not what we ended up doing. Also, why was the toilet paper placed specifically where the toilet paper was placed? Because we did come across it in the bathroom, didn't we? So why was it outside, unless it was implicated in the murder? But like I said, there were no weapons, and the only way I can think that the toilet paper may have been used is to suffocate Mew. I think that's what happened. Kokichi, you little fuck. I think there's still things to investigate here. Alright, well, we've talked to everybody. We've examined Mew's corpse. Poor girl. We've talked to everybody. Small bottle. Small bottle. There's something on the seat. It's a small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before. It's from my fucking lab, dude! It has to be. It's from my fucking lab. Maybe this was used to knock out Mew in real life, and that's why she wasn't moving.
Oh?
This is yours, right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Mine? No, I guess it's not yours, but it is from your lab. Yeah, I knew it!
Ah,
I knew it, dude! Depending on what this is, maybe it was used to knock Mew out to get this to work. But then no, that doesn't make sense, because in order to knock Mew out in the real world, Kokichi would have had to log out, slip it into her mouth, right? And then go back into the virtual world, yeah? Ah, that's right, this was in the Ultimate Detectives Lab.
Right?
Yeah, it's that poison.
So you know about this, Kokichi?
Of course, because I already checked it. We were in a killing game, you know. If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I had to investigate them ASAP.
That's...
Is that?
Oh, it's not so I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them.
Is that really true?
By the way, did you see the label on the back of this bottle?
The label.
According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. Taken directly? But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. Immediately die.
Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. Can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's logged in.
By the way, I should tell you what symptoms this poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red.
Bloodshot eyes, that's important information.
Well, that's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledge me as your partner.
No.
I don't think you're gonna be around long enough for us to be partners, you little shit! Thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner.
Did I? Sometimes I lie without thinking about it.
Huh?
Seriously?
Anyway, who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it?
Who brought the poison? I can't be certain yet. Maybe Mew did because she planned to kill somebody else, cause... Maybe Mew did because she planned to kill somebody else, and that was her reason for going back across the river or kicking the sign down. So that would make people think that she couldn't get back across the river. And then when she was investigating outside alone, and she knew everybody was going to be in the chapel, and she knew Shuichi was going to go to the dining hall, and Samugi was going to be in the fucking dining room, and Kaito was going to be on the roof, and Kokichi and Gonta were going to be in the fucking salon, so Gonta could keep an eye on Kokichi. She knew nobody'd be around to see her go back across the river, log back in, and then kill someone. Maybe she planned to kill somebody herself. And brought the poison herself. Maybe Kokichi's telling the truth about this part. Maybe he didn't actually bring the poison, but maybe he is telling the truth that he did just go to see what they did. And to know about them or something. And Mew did plan to kill somebody off. And maybe this computer simulation was her setup to do it, which is why she was so insistent that everybody go in there and that it was absolutely safe. To make them think that it was safe inside the simulation, and then she would have killed somebody in real life. That makes perfect fucking sense, doesn't it? But the poison is in Kokichi's chair, so maybe Mew planned to kill Kokichi, but Kokichi planned to kill her. Or maybe Kokichi figured out about her plan or something, and knew she was going to try and kill him, so he killed her first. That makes so much fucking sense, because they hate each other. Mew hates everybody, though. Except me, she wants my dick really bad, but... That makes fucking sense, dude. I think I got it. I think I honestly got it. But I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. Yeah, Kokichi's. It was left on Kokichi's chair. So Mew would have killed somebody and tried to frame Kokichi for it, and then used her virtual world and her avatar as an alibi for the time frame. But Kokichi either A, planned to kill Mew from the start, or found out about it. But Kokichi himself didn't log out. He logged Kaito out. So how would he have been able to stop Miu from killing him in real life? By killing her avatar before she could log out. That's it. That's gotta be it. He killed her in the simulation before she could log out and kill him. 'Cause she planned to put the poison on his fucking chair. To frame him. Or to frame somebody else, but... No, she couldn't frame him if she planned to kill him off. That doesn't make any sense. So she would have framed somebody else. Besides Kokichi, because that would have been her target. Or maybe she had the bottle behind her in her chair, but Kokichi put it on his chair to make everybody suspect him on purpose. To throw everybody off? And to confuse things a bit? Just to make people suspect him, to maybe use it to his advantage? To cover himself? Small bottle of poison has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Let's check out Miu's corpse again, but I do not think the poison was used. At all. I don't think the poison was used. I'm supposing it's there to make you think it was used, but just in case, I'm going to examine Miu's corpse one last time. Miu's hands are clasped around her neck, as if she was gasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. The person who found Miu's body was Kibo, the first to log out. He said that she still had the helmet on her head at the time. What could have caused her to suffer like this? What was the cause of death? It wasn't the poison, because it said if you take even a sip of the poison, it would cause immediate death. The poison wasn't involved in Miu's murder at all. That leaves the fucking toilet paper. It's gotta be. It has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense. So, if the toilet paper is indeed the murder weapon, the only person who could have pulled this off is this little fucking asshole right here. That's gotta be it, dude. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it, dude. Saying that, I'll be right back. I gotta go do something real quick, so I'll be back in like maybe 5 minutes. So I'll be back very soon. I'm gonna think about this a little bit more while I'm downstairs, but I'll see you guys in a minute. I know there's nobody here right now, but just in case somebody comes in, you're not gonna know I'm back until you see the screen. So, thanks for chilling anyway. Also, if I remember right, Kokichi did say something about becoming the next Blackened, maybe. So I think that helps point to him in this case. But I don't know for sure if it's him, but I'm very sure it is, dude. Like, I thought it was fucking Himiko on the last chapter, but I'm for sure it's fucking Kokichi this time. I'm absolute dead certain it is. It has to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. Everything supports it. All my logic, all my cross-referencing information, and fucking, evidence and shit, like, it all points to Kokichi. All of it does. The motivation. She was gonna kill him first, and he knew it, and he figured it out. And to defend himself, he killed her in self-defense. And that's why she was so dead set on everybody going to this fucking world, and she knew nothing about the thing that was hidden there. But Kokichi did. He used it to his advantage. Because he knew Mew was going to target him, maybe. Still things to investigate. What? What could we investigate still? Is there somebody we didn't talk to? We got the small bottle. We've already looked at the computer, haven't we? From what the time of death indicated in the Monokuma file, Mew was killed while we were still in the virtual world. I think there are still things to investigate. Maybe there's something else on the floor that I missed? I don't see anything. There can't be anything on the floor. Is there somebody I didn't talk to? I swear to fucking God I talked to everybody, didn't I? I could have sworn I did. Can I examine one of the headsets? Yeah, I can examine Mew's headsets. Her headset. Are the cables going to be switched around like I thought? This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. Positive that they were unplugged after logging out. Ah, that's it, the cords. We were supposed to plug the two cords from the computer into our helmets. The red for consciousness, the blue for memory. We got those mixed up. Yeah, Mew said something about that, didn't she? But I don't remember what. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something. Maybe you'll become a vegetable. Maybe you'll body swap with someone. Who knows? A glitch. Device instructions have been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. So maybe you swapped bodies with Kokichi and did successfully kill him, but Kokichi was in her body or something? And she's Kokichi right now? But no, Kokichi's acting like Kokichi, so I think Mew's dead. Like dead. Like I think Mew is dead. Device instructions has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I suppose I've investigated everything that I can here. I knew the cords would be fucked around with. Are you done investigating the crime scene, so do you know who the culprit is yet? Yeah, I think I do. Ah, no. This might not actually be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world, meaning there is a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world. Which means the next area to investigate should be...
I see.
The virtual world. We should go there again. Huh? Huh?
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? Right?
Yeah, it's not hard.
Got it.
If that's the case, then I'm coming too.
Oh great, he's coming. You must really like me, huh?
Just say whatever you want. I don't have time to waste on you.
Yeah.
That should give you a good idea right there. If we go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. Don't worry, Kaito. I don't believe it's you, dude. Chicken, Mew died, man. She died, dude. May I join you as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again. Why don't we all go?
Oh, so I get to be the Avatar again?
What?
Huh? Did you actually like the Avatar after all?
Well,
I'm going to stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program. Going to search this place some more. There's no time to be sleeping. It's not what we're... Well, that's fine.
Then, I'll stay here too.
Yeah, Kokichi would volunteer to stay here, so his fucking name wasn't put back on the record, huh?
Surprised? Are you gonna get all lonely without your partner?
My bad.
But I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful.
Deceitful?
See?
Maki's more trustworthy than you little fuck.
Well, you and Kaito are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank goodness.
Good thing Gonta's here with me, or Glara's too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer.
Huh? Hey, if you keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
all right already.
It's fine, just ignore him and hurry to the virtual world.
Okay.
Kaito, let's just focus on solving the case for now. Fine.
Goodness.
Thank God. I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around.
So that means...
So anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shuichi.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know.
Who are you calling useless?
Told you.
Enough already.
Kaito, let's go. Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, Samugi, and I prepared to enter the virtual world. Mew died, dude. She's fucking dead, man. I'm so fucking pissed off, dude. I really am. I'm so mad. But if it makes you feel better, I think I know who did it, and I think I know exactly how. I think I worked all of it through. So far, at least. I think Kokichi did it, and I think I know exactly how he did it. The only thing I don't know is the exact frame of time in which he did it, so I can prove that it was him. But I'm almost dead certain. I'm 99.9% sure he did it. I'm very sure. I'm very certain. But yeah, our beloved Mew is dead, unfortunately. We picked up our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as before.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do
I'll
that.
explain to you, Chicken, my thought process. When we get inside the virtual simulation.
I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right.
I'll explain my thinking when we get in there.
If you're that worried, why
If
don't
I can
you use
review
one
my
that's already
evidence, which
set
I
up?
think I can. And you'll see exactly why I'm thinking the way I do.
If you're that worried, why don't you use the one that's already set up?
Place the devices on our heads and flip the switch. Also, I'm eating meatballs, so I'm sorry about that. Fucking Robocop Shuichi. Oh, he's a detective, so he kinda is a cop, isn't he? Yeah. Funny, I know. Not really. Shut up. Bum, 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 bum. Every time I hear that, I think it's gonna be the doorbell noise. And it isn't.
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar.
So you liked it after all.
You know,
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently we always arrive in this room when we log in.
You said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
huh?
Then how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop? Somebody else framed you and logged you out, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yes, we need to investigate that area
Should we
too.
do?
First, we're going to check Mew's avatar,
That's right.
I think her avatar is still near the chapel.
Then let's head out to the chapel.
I don't want to go to the chapel yet. I want to explore around here. Alright, let me explain my evidence, Chicken. Let me explain why I think it's Kokichi, the little Hot Topic looking shit with the fucking dyed hair. Let me explain exactly why I think it's him. Okay, so basically, when we got in here, the lodge is on this side of the map. There's two sides to the map, right? The chapel is on the other side of the map, and you can't hear anything if you go past a loading point, which is between the lodge and the chapel, right? You can't hear anything, you can't see anything, because it acts as a loading zone. So basically, the thing that they were talking about being hidden in the virtual world, I don't think there's anything here. I think that was a setup to pull this murder off, okay? That's what I think. So I don't think Mew knew there was anything here. But she was certain that there was no weapons. You remember her saying there was no weapons in here, right? Okay, but the thing is, Mew suffocated. There was a small bottle of poison on the chair in the real world near all our bodies, right? But I don't think it was used. Because it says, the poison is neutralized, and if it's mixed into anything, but even if it's still quite dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. It said it would kill them instantly. Okay, Mew was not killed instantaneously because it said she suffered a lot, and it looks like she suffocated, right? But we've already established that there's no weapons in the virtual world. But Mew was definitely killed while we were still in the virtual world, right? So, Kaito's account says Kaito was the only one logged out from the virtual world. While he was looking for the secret of the outside world on the mansion's rooftop, a ring of light appeared around his feet, and he was suddenly logged out against his will. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in or not, he went to his room and slept. I believe him, because one, he's not the type to lie. Number two, he knew exactly what was happening with the ring of light. And that's exactly what happened when we logged out. Nobody knew what happened when you logged out. Nobody could have known. So, Kaito knew exactly how to describe it, but he didn't log out himself, unless he's lying. But I don't think he is. I think somebody else logged him out on purpose to try and frame him. That's what I think. If we look at the login, logout record, Gonta said that when he got out, when he logged out, Mew was dead, right? Her body was dead, like she was dead in real life, right? Okay, so we talked to Kibo, the robot guy, and he said he was the first one to log out, and that's true. But if you look at the logout record, what does that say? Kaito above Kibo logged out. So, Kaito logged out, but I don't think he logged himself out. I think somebody logged him out to frame him. And then Kiba logged out. And then Himiko, Maki, and Gonta logged out, right? And then Samugi, and then me, and then Kokichi logged out at 7, okay? So I think it's Kokichi, and I think he framed Kaito, because Kaito was logged out before Kibo. Kaito said he didn't pay attention to Miu's body, so he doesn't know if she was dead or not. But Gonta said Miu was definitely dead, because I asked him. He said Miu was definitely dead. So that makes perfect fucking sense. Now for the murder weapon. I think it was the toilet paper, and this is gonna sound absolutely ridiculous, but hear me out. Miu said there were no weapons in the virtual world, unless something was used that she didn't consider possibly to be used as a murder weapon. And I think she suffocated, and I honestly think she was suffocated with toilet paper, because when we were examining the lodge, there was toilet paper, and it was in the bathroom, right? Okay, so I think she was suffocated with the toilet paper in the virtual world, but then I had to figure out and narrow down my suspects on who could have possibly done it. So I ran through the possibility that it could have been Gonta, and then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. He's too stupid to commit a murder, and I don't think he would have pulled it off anyway. I don't think he would have had the intention to pull it off anyway. Samugi said she saw Miu outside the window when she was in the dining hall, right? And she was with me. Basically, I was checking out the kitchen, she was checking out the dining hall. So the people to the left of the map were me, Samugi, Kaito was supposed to be on the roof, Kokichi, and Gonta were supposed to be in the saloon area, or the salon area, which is part of the lodge, right? And then Himiko, Maki, and Kibo, and Miu were supposed to be at the chapel. But Himiko told me that they heard a noise, and Miu had went out beforehand to investigate outside the chapel by herself. Okay, so basically there was this little wooden bridge that they used as a makeshift bridge to get across this pool of water, right, that wasn't crossable without it. But Miu went and fucked with the sign, and then she slipped and dropped it in the river, so nobody possibly could have accessed it from the right-hand side of the map. We've established that, right? But Kokichi was on my side of the map. So what I think happened is Kokichi went and picked up the sign, put it back, went across, killed Miu with the toilet paper, came back, put the toilet paper on the outside of the lodge, because that's where we found it, because basically we heard a crash noise in the dining room and the kitchen, and we thought something happened to Kaito, because Kaito was on the roof. And what made the most sense at that point was to check on Kaito and see if he fell off the roof or something, because it was snowing outside and it was slippery and we were concerned, right? But I said maybe that was a distraction for something else. Because I thought a murder was going to go down here really soon, because I figured it had been enough time, and I figured the virtual world was a perfect way to do it, right? So what I think Kokichi did, Kokichi is my prime suspect, I'm 99.9% fucking sure. I have 0.01% chance of doubt. But I think what Kokichi did is he went and stuffed toilet paper down her throat, suffocated her, right? And then put the sign back. Like, okay, he took the sign from down the river where it floated to, put it back, because Gonta was obviously able to pick it up from the river, which means anybody could have done it, right? Gonta's really tall, but I think anybody could have accessed it. So I think Kokichi put it back across the river, went over there with the toilet paper, killed Miu, came back, went across the sign, put the toilet paper outside the lodge where we found it, because it was in the bathroom originally inside the lodge, right? And then he put the sign back down the river, because he was the first to find it. Like, he was like, hey guys, look, I found the sign. It's up against this boulder down here. So he knew where the sign was, right? Either A, he just came across it, or B, he knew where it was the whole time, which is what I'm betting on. Also, the motivation, we're in the virtual world now, so I can't show you, but basically this bottle of poison was sat in Kokichi's chair in the real world. So what I'm thinking happened was Miu had the intention of killing Kokichi and then framing somebody else for it with the bottle of poison. And that's why she was so dead set on getting everybody to go to this virtual reality, and then she was going to log out herself and kill one of us, namely Kokichi, I think. That's the only thing I can surmise, right? But then Kokichi knew she was going to try and kill him, so he fucking killed her first in the virtual world, instead of him being killed in real life. And that was the motivation, so either it was self-defense or he plotted to kill Miu, and I think it was done with the toilet paper. Also, Miu's things were unplugged. She wouldn't have unplugged them herself. There would have been no reason to do that, unless somebody was trying to set something up to confuse people. So I think Kokichi did this. Either he was defending himself, or he plotted to kill her from the very beginning. Now, if we go look at the fucking, loud noise. The killing game simulator doesn't really... Oh yeah, objects can't break. Also, there's no weapons to be found in the simulation, right? Avatars cannot be injured. However, the body's 5 senses are connected to the avatar, and any damage an avatar takes is felt by the user's real body. If an avatar takes fatal damage, then the real body will also die from shock. Besides that, the virtual world is the same as the real world down to the laws of physics. There are no special travel methods, such as vehicles or warps, which is why I think the sign to the river crossing was involved. Also, if you look at Mew's corpse, we'll look at Mew's corpse in a second, just so I can back this up. So, while Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the mansion's kitchen in the virtual world, they heard a loud sound, as though something crashed into something else. See, that's what I was talking about with maybe Kaito falling off the roof. Maybe that's what the thump was, which is why they went to go check on Kaito. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice, despite the fact that he should have been past the map loading point. Also, I don't understand why that is. That's also what I want to figure out. Why did they hear Kibo's voice? Maybe Kokichi recorded it with something to try and clear himself and frame Kibo? Maybe that's it. Tsumugi's account. While Tsumugi was searching for the secret of the outside world in the virtual world's mansion, she saw Mew's avatar through the window. But what would Mew have been doing on our side of the map? Exactly. The way you log out is by the phone. The phone is in the lodge in the saloon. Or in the salon. So maybe she tried to bait Kokichi out of there and then go into the fucking lodging or whatever the fuck it is and use the phone to log out and kill Kokichi in the real world, right? That's what I'm thinking. Mew's corpse. Mew was found grasping her neck with both hands. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. As the first to log out, Kibo was the first to discover Mew's body. She still had her visor on at the time. So if she still had her visor on, right? That means somebody must have unplugged her cords. Either while she was in the virtual world, or somebody fucking unplugged them as soon as they got out. But Kibo was the first to log out. And it wasn't Kokichi, so I don't understand that. But I want to make sense of that so I can make sure Kokichi did this. But she died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. So it obviously wasn't the poison because she suffered, right? So I'm thinking she choked to death in this world, in this virtual world here. With the toilet paper. And then died in the real world because of it. I should check the map before heading to the chapel. Okay. The 2 maps on the wall, one of the mansion, one of the world. I'll check the map of the mansion first. First floor is the salon, dining room, kitchen, and bathroom. The second is the roof. We split up when looking for the secret of the outside world. Kokichi had the salon, Tsumugi had the dining room, Kaito the roof, and Gonta the outside. So Gonta wasn't with Kokichi in the fucking salon where the phone logout was. I think that supports me thinking it's Kokichi, dude. I really do. And I think I'm gonna use this to support that. Map of the mansion has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Also, Kokichi could be seen whispering to Mew inside the chapel before we started searching and before we went our separate ways. Before the 2 groups split up. But I don't know what they were talking about. This is the map of the entire virtual world, so maybe Kokichi was asking her about something to confirm something, or maybe he was trying to lure her, because Kokichi initiated the conversation. It wasn't Mew. Kokichi did. He literally deliberately went over and whispered something to her, but I don't know what. The world is surrounded by walls in all 4 directions. There's a loading point in the middle of the map, so it's split in 2. No sight or sound can pass through the map loading point. Wait, so if they heard a thunk against the side of the chapel, how did we hear the crash from over here? Unless they were 2 different noises occurring at the same time. So maybe Kokichi set something up, and he used that sound as an alibi, or like part of an alibi to say, there's no way I could have done it, blah blah blah, you can't hear sight or sound beyond this point. But maybe there was something else used at the same time. Or maybe he set Kaito up to, like... No, because Kaito said a light ring appeared around him, so he didn't fall off the roof at all, like I originally first thought. So maybe it was the carpet. Maybe the carpet was either beat against the side of the church or dropped off the roof, but that doesn't make sense, because how could the carpet be in 2 places at once? Isn't toilet paper, like, weak? Yes, in small doses, you could, like, eat toilet paper and be fine, because it would dissolve. I was talking about this earlier. If you put toilet paper in water, it would just dissolve. If it touched saliva, it would dissolve. But if there was like a wad of toilet paper shoved in your mouth, like a big wad of toilet paper, you'd choke to death. And that's what I think happened to Mew. To get from the mansion to the chapel, you have to go through this point. You also have to cross a river that runs parallel to it. That's how the world is designed. Or by the river, huh? So, are you saying that there's 2 ways across the river instead of just one? Map of the world has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your modipad. Alright, let's keep going on this. This map was made by Mew. Is that what's bothering me?
Hey, Shuichi.
I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, doesn't it?
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out a murder, idiot. Huh?
You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess, aren't you?
Oh, I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Don't forget we're here for you, bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore.
That's fine.
You don't need to withdraw into a shell, you know. I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating. Just investigating. Right, let's see if the toilet paper is... Fucking goddamn it, I'm so tired of this game fucking pushing me around and making me go certain areas when I don't want to. I want to investigate and check shit while it's still fresh in my mind instead of going where the game wants me to go. Pisses me the fuck off. Oh, Shuichi, could you please come with me?
What happened?
What? What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's right this way. Is he gonna show me the toilet paper? Yeah! This is toilet paper, right? Why would it be in a place like
That's
this? That's exactly what I was saying. Why would it be in a place like this? Unless it was involved somehow. How else could toilet paper be involved in a murder, I have no fucking idea. I think it was used to suffocate Mew by being stuffed into her mouth. That's what I think. It's cold here.
Huh?
Huh?
Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defecate.
No.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. Yeah, Shuichi was saying that before. I don't think avatars need to go to the bathroom. I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. That never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry. Wait.
But...
Still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? So, if the avatars don't need to go to the bathroom, yeah, why would toilet paper be here? Also, why would it be here anyway? Because you'd shit in the bathroom, not in the freezing cold fucking wilderness, right? Could this be related to the case? Toilet paper has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your modipad. I think that supports my idea of Mew being suffocated in this virtual world with the toilet paper. I honestly do. I think that makes the most sense, and it may sound stupid, but I think that's it. I genuinely think that's what happened. I don't want people to tell me, of course, because it's blind as fuck, but... Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, I have to go to the chapel. I was gonna say, can I go on the roof and, like, look through the binoculars again? Alright, we've already established there's nothing else over here. I want to check out Mew's corpse.
Hey,
The virtual avatar corpse. Shit, I can't word. Hey, isn't this the signboard that Mew threw into the river? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Where she said, whoops, my hand slipped. But I think she was doing that so she could kill Kokichi. It's not some other signboard, right? She said there's only one of them.
No.
It's definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rocks in the river. Oh, so that's what happened. But there's something bothering me. The rocks that the signboard got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. Oh, you know what? Fuck me, you're right. You know what, dude? Think about it. If it's not on the chapel side of the map, there's no way the water could have flushed it there. I didn't even bother to fucking see what way the water was flowing. There's no way the board would have fucking washed down here. So that means somebody picked it up, used it for something, and put it here on this side of the rock. Kokichi fucking did it, man. It's the only thing that makes any fucking sense. Kokichi must have done it. They were on the mansion side.
What about that bothers you? It just got washed up from the chapel to the mansion, right?
From the chapel to the mansion? That's odd. The flow of the river. Yeah, somebody fucking used it, dude, and then put it on the other side of the rock. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Hey, think later, bro. Let's get moving. I didn't even fucking stop to think about the direction of the water, dude. That totally makes sense. Alright, for now, we need to investigate the scene. Signboard used as bridge has been added to the truth bullet section of your mod pad. Even if I get all this shit correct, I'm gonna fuck it up in the trial, by the way, so I may seem like an absolute fucking retard. And I'm totally prepared for that, because it's totally different when you're in the trial. It's a lot more, nerve-wracking, and drawing conclusions to things, like, even if you have the evidence, and even if you've thought it through, like, multiple times, it's really hard to do still, like, when you're in the heat of it. Yeah, okay, the signboard, but it's flowing this way. So, if Mew threw the signboard in the water like I watched her do, that means the signboard would have been accessible from this side of the river, the chapel side, not this side. So maybe Kokichi didn't plan to kill Mew in the first place, and Mew planned to kill him, and it was flopped around on her. And she was going to use the signboard after she pushed it into the river to get back across the river to kill Kokichi by going to the real world and using the poison. And then Kokichi made use of the signboard because he realized Mew was going to try and kill him in the real world, and used it to kill her on this side of the map by using the signboard because he realized what way the river was flowing or something. But if Kokichi was on this side of the map, how did he get access to the signboard? Oh, because Mew put it back first, that's why. Mew put it back first, and then Kokichi used it himself to come over here and kill Mew, because Mew must not have thought about this. Or she didn't expect Kokichi to retaliate or something like that. Like, she didn't expect him to expect her to kill him. And then he picked it up from here, after he killed Mew and came back across it, and put it back behind the rock over there. That's what I think happened, dude. Honestly, that's what I think happened. Because if you look at the way the river is flowing, or maybe Kokichi made the thunk noise to draw Mew out. No, because Mew was already outside the chapel at that point, when the noise was heard, because they were all still inside the chapel, and they said they heard it shake inside the chapel, which means they would have been inside the chapel, so Mew would have already been outside. So the only reason Mew would have been outside is if she had some weird intentions, right? The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her. So there's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. No, that must mean they thought it through really well beforehand, right?
That's for sure. It's just like how we left it. I'm pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
If you think I'm lying, I can start the chant right now, you know.
Why is there a hammer? Why is there a phone?
Unfortunately.
No, thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. I'm sorry if this is boring to you guys, but I'm seriously, like, going through mental gymnastics trying to figure this shit out. It's so much fun for me. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged. Danganronpa is one of those games that makes me think, and I really enjoy that, so, like, when people ruin that for me, I get really fucking pissed off.
Look at all this stuff scattered around. What happened here?
That's what we've got to start investigating right now, isn't that right, Shuichi?
Okay.
Right. Alright. Hammer. This is a hammer. Why would there be a hammer in this world?
Maybe Mew hid it. But why?
Maybe to use on Kokichi, but if she planned to kill him in the real world, this wouldn't have been necessary. Maybe they were trying to lure each other, and that's what the noises on both sides were. So maybe they were plotting to, like, murder each other at the exact same time, and that's why there was a noise heard on both sides, and they both had the same idea. Maybe that's what it is. That would explain the sign being used in both their murders, because if you think about it the opposite way, Mew could have done the exact same thing. It would have been the exact same setup, wouldn't it? For both of them, it would have been the exact same setup. I think I'm right about this, dude. Why would there be a hammer in this world? I took all the weapons out of it.
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Mew said she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she'd miss a hammer, so maybe she skipped it on purpose so she could use it somehow. But why? Was Mew lying? But why would she lie? Because she plotted to kill somebody, duh! Idiot. Hammer's been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. I think I'm right, dude. I honestly think I'm right. I think they plotted to kill each other. And they had the exact same idea. And the execution was at the exact same time. And then Kokichi just got the upper hand on her and killed her first. Is this a cell phone? There are cell phones in this world, but what could they be for?
No.
Ah, that's it. It's a phone, so... a cell phone. I can't believe there's something like this here. Kaito, perfect timing. I'd like you to help me out with something. I just want to test something out.
Man.
Help you out?
Of course.
Of course, I'd never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaito.
You know,
So what do you need me to do?
Is that alright?
Oh, you don't have to do anything. You just have to stand here. Huh? Just gotta stand here. Kaito Momota.
I knew it.
He logged out just as I thought. So that means Kokichi could have been at any place at any time using this cell phone. That also means that Mew could have been here at any place at any time to log Kaito out. But why would she benefit from logging Kaito out? So he wouldn't spy her from the roof? Maybe? So either Kokichi planted the cell phone on Mew, or Mew, like I said, herself was planning on killing somebody here, namely Kokichi, and then blaming it on somebody else by trying to frame someone with the poison. He logged out, just as I thought. This can be used to log out, just like the phone in the salon. And this proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves if you just say their name. Yeah, so I think that definitely supports me thinking that somebody else logged Kaito out on purpose. So maybe it was Mew who logged Kaito out, not Kokichi. Like I thought. You can log out anyone you like.
Alright.
I see. Thanks to Kaito's help, I'm starting to pin this down. Cell phone has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your monopad. I bet Kaito was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. I should apologize for that later. Yeah, so either Kokichi used this phone and then planted on a Mew. Oh, Kibo's freezing. Poor buddy. Everybody else is fine, but Kibo's freezing? That's weird. Why is that? Let's talk to Kibo. I want to see why he's freezing. What's wrong, Kibo? Something bothering you? I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. You heard whispering?
Yes.
Yes, I did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly before we gathered at the chapel and dispersed to begin searching. Oh yeah, before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mew. It would seem Kokichi and Mew have made plans to meet each other! Aha!
Huh?
Meet each other?
Yes.
Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned. Then those two met on the rooftop?
Well...
But it's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop. Why did Mew volunteer to search the area around the chapel? One of them logged Kaito out on purpose so they could meet up there, and maybe that's where she planned to kill Kokichi at, was at the top. And she would have logged Kaito out with the phone, so he wouldn't see her coming to that side of the map, to cover for herself. Now, if Kokichi were to use the phone, what would he gain out of that? Because he has a phone to log people out on the other side of the map. And we've already established that he was in the lodge alone in the salon because Gonta was outside. Given the information I know, so if Gonta was outside, Kokichi would have had literally no use for a cell phone like that. And he would have just used the phone in there. Unless he did it for like a time frame scenario, or he literally could not access this side of the map. But if he couldn't access this side of the map and he had the cell phone, how did the cell phone get over here? Unless Kokichi maybe gave her the phone. But that wouldn't make sense, because she knew how the program worked. And how would Kokichi know that a cell phone would be workable in here? So I think the cell phone is actually Mew's, and it wasn't planted by Kokichi. I think that was her phone. And just like I thought, I think they planned to murder each other, and that's what it was. But like I said, if that's the case... Oh, maybe Mew knew Kokichi, like, knew what she was up to, and she was gonna knock him out in here with the hammer? To knock him out in real life. So he couldn't kill her in real life. But he killed her in the simulation, so what the fuck? If Kokichi plotted to kill her in the simulation, and she plotted to kill him in real life, why would she need to knock him out with the hammer? And she couldn't bust up the phone, could she? Because objects don't break in here, so what the fuck was the hammer for?
You're right.
That is true. If they were meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she shouldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. And with no bridge to cross the river, she could have not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. That's true. Something is strange about all this. Yeah, she could have. Because the fucking board washed to this side of the fucking river. I'm telling you, dude. Mew and Kokichi's meeting has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. I think they were plotting to kill each other, but I don't know what relevance the hammer has. I think I know what relevance the cell phone has, because she would have used the cell phone to log Kaito out from the roof, so she wouldn't have to go over, because she knew Kokichi was in the salon. That's why she set up where everybody went, because she insisted on choosing where people go. And that makes the most sense if she's gonna try and fucking kill Kokichi. She's gonna put him in the fucking salon room, right? And then she's gonna use the cell phone to log Kaito out, so Kaito doesn't see her crossing the river across the bridge from where he was at, from his post on the roof. Yeah? That makes sense, right? Is this a piece of lattice? Why is this here?
Yeah, that is a mysterious object.
It's a wooden mat. It's used to be common in bathrooms.
I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from?
Not from the chapel, then why is it here?
I just figured it out with my magic.
Huh? You did?
See.
Maybe someone used that instead of the signboard to cross the river? That someone is the
No.
culprit.
No, I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. Even if you did use it to cross, there's no reason it would be here. Wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. I think I just figured out what this was used for. Alright, hear me out. Okay, if you guys have ever played Frogger for the PS1, think about that. Okay, so Kokichi himself used this lattice piece right here. Kokichi used this to get across the river, and he didn't use the signboard at all. Mew kicked it into the river on purpose so she could use it to get back across and kill Kokichi. But that means the board would have washed up over here on this side of the chapel, right? But the signboard was put back over there. So maybe Kokichi brought this from inside the lodge, because this was up in the storage room of the lodge. So maybe Kokichi put this in the river, sat on it, floated down because he noticed what current, like the direction the current was flowing, sat on this piece, got off on this side, killed Mew over here, left all this shit here, and she specifically used the signboard to get across to the other side or something. But maybe she never got a chance to get across to the other side. Kokichi came over here because he figured out what she was up to, and he put the signboard from over down here back over there because he would have had a way to get across the river with the signboard. All you would have to do is put it back across the river from this chapel side, go across it, and then move it again behind the rock. Because, like I said, I didn't even notice it the first time. I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't even notice the detail of the direction of the river flowing. So, he would have just put the signpost on the other side of the rock, so it would get caught on the rock.
I know that. I was just testing you a little.
Why would you want to test me?
But what does this mean? What's something like this doing here?
I'm not positive why this lattice is left here, but I'm sure that it must have something to do with the case. Yeah, dude, honestly, I think I got this one figured the fuck out, dude. I really do. I think I got this figured out, boys. Maybe I'm the ultimate detective, except for that one trial. Shut up. Although none of you were here for it. I basically botched a trial, like, fucking failed 5 times. Because the trial, like, in my defense, the trial made no fucking goddamn sense at all. Hardly any. And there was more evidence that Poe, like, went to another character than another character. And the trial was more easy than I thought it was. I was overthinking it, because I suspected the person that it ended up being, but I didn't think it was necessarily that person. If that makes sense. But they were in my 3 suspects, my top 3 suspects. Mew's avatar is frozen, collapsed in the snow. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. So that means she was killed in the real world? No, because Mew never logged out, right? Makes sense for a killing game simulator. If the body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. The avatars never show injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks almost alive. Maybe she was knocked out with a hammer, and instead of knocking out Kokichi, she was knocked out? But like I said, if Kokichi plotted to kill her in real life, and she plotted to kill him in the situation to kill him in real life... No, Kokichi planned to kill her in the simulation. She planned to kill him in real life. So yeah, what the fuck would the hammer be for? Unless Kokichi used it to knock her avatar out. But if he knocked her avatar out, wouldn't she be knocked out in real life from the pain sustained to her avatar? Because she said people still feel pain. And that wouldn't explain how she suffocated, because if she did suffocate, like if she was hit in the head with a hammer, right, and knocked unconscious, there's no way she'd be grasping at her neck, suffocating. So that doesn't make sense. So what the fuck was the hammer for? The avatars never show injuries, so they stay the same. She looks almost alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Use avatar has been added to the truth bolt section on your monopad. Okay, I finished my investigation of this area.
Shuichi!
Shuichi, it would seem that we're finished investigating this place.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Can our avatars hide objects?
It seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like the real world.
See, just like the real world. Wait, whoa. So does that mean she could have snuck the hammer in under her clothes and then had it here the whole time, and that would explain the cell phone? Because we've already established, I'm pretty sure it makes sense for Mew to bring the cell phone, and it makes sense for Kokichi to not even know about it or use it at all, right? He would have no reason to use it. He was in the lodging alone. There was no reason he had to use the cell phone to log Kaito out, instead of using the phone there. He already had a way to get back across the river, which is what I was thinking regarding the cell phone, but if he had a way across the river that was dependable, why bring the cell phone? There's no need for that.
So what are we gonna do next? Are we going back to the real world already?
Before that, there's one more place I have to investigate. Maybe Mew brought the hammer in case her plan to kill Kokichi in the real world didn't work. And the hammer was going to be a backup. Maybe that's what it is. The mansion rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well then. The place Mew and Kokichi were supposed to meet, the place Kaito logged out. I'm positive it has something to do with this case. There should be clues there.
I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, then let's go do that, Shuichi. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, I'm smarter than all these fucking characters combined, I think. Shuichi, everyone is counting on you, including myself.
Shuichi!
Please give the class trial everything you've got and see us through to the end. And I'll do my best as well, of course. And I as well. I can at least do that. I'm a detective after all. Like I said, I may botch the trial. As smart as I seem here, I guarantee you I'll fuck the trial up, so don't laugh when I do, alright? It's not fair. I'm not smart enough in pressured situations, but if I have time to think shit through, I'd say I'm pretty damn fucking thorough. The only thing I think I've missed so far, like, I don't think I have anything wrong, but I didn't notice the direction of the river flow. I didn't notice that. I noticed it on the map earlier, but I lost that tiny little bit of detail when I was focusing on other shit, so I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I was immediately suspicious of the toilet paper being here, so I immediately thought it was involved, but I couldn't really investigate it. It didn't allow me to. But let's go check the rooftop. But before we do, I want to see if we can go to the restroom here.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shuichi, what was that all about?
Sorry.
Oh, Kaito, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to see if you could log out using the cell phone.
Jeez.
Then tell me first. That was bad for my heart. I suddenly got logged out and I panicked and I rushed back here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Stop it.
Come on now, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
No.
I wasn't interfering. No, Kaito had a reason to be pissed. Wait, why'd you guys come back here? Did you already even finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop next. Huh? What's important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mew at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it. Doesn't mean she was there the whole time. Like I said, she could have came back across the river plotting to kill Kokichi.
No, let's believe in Shuichi's reasoning.
It'll be okay.
Shuichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all.
If you're gonna be like that, then do whatever you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. But Shuichi is my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. And my deductions are his.
Hey now.
What are you, some credit-stealing bully?
I mean,
Well, I'm gonna investigate Mew's avatar since I got interrupted last time.
Sorry.
Well then.
Well then, let's go to the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I can imagine why Kaito's a little bit pissed off. What? What did that say? Time could be up soon. I should hurry to the rooftop. What does this clock have to do with anything? I'm still wondering about this goddamn clock. I wish I could check inside the bathroom to fucking establish whether or not the toilet paper came from there, but I think it's safe to say that could be the only place the toilet paper came from, right? Where would toilet paper be other than the bathroom? I don't know. We've already established that avatars don't need to go to the restroom, so the only reason I could see that toilet paper being used, like I said, is for suffocation if it was a murder weapon. You and Kokichi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop, and the person in charge of searching this area, Kaito, was forcibly logged down.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. Yeah, it has to. Might not be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. Yes, we should. I can see that this building is on top of a hill. And I can't see past this point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? Something doesn't seem right.
Wait, Mew said she designed the world, didn't she? So she did that on fucking purpose. Sneaky bitch.
She did that on fucking purpose so she could try and get away with killing Kokichi. That's what it is, isn't it? That's why the loading point is at the middle of the map. So if she killed Kokichi on her side, nobody over here would have heard it. Storage room. It's a little different than how I remember. Feels as if something is missing. Well, it's gotta be that wooden pallet, right? I feel as if something is missing, but I wasn't paying close attention the first time, so I don't remember. Alright, so is it safe to say we've investigated this then? I wish I could remember what was in here, because I did look in here, but I'm very sure that wooden pallet was in here. I'm very sure it was. I'm very sure that this is where it came from.
I see.
Hey!
What's wrong, Samugi?
Oh, look at that doorknob. It's locked.
Ah!
Ah, it is. It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock.
But
Seems like you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And look, the keyhole is on the side of the door. Isn't it usually the other way around?
No.
Not necessarily. I've seen this before to prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
Is that so?
This rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. Yeah, maybe Mew plotted to use this to her advantage, log Kaito out, and kill Kokichi up here like I thought. As a backup, in case her plan to kill him in real life did not work. And that's why this door locks from the outside, so nobody could come in here and walk in on her doing it. That explains why the world is designed the way it was, with the whole loading point and everything. Also, she said she removed all the weapons. Kokichi wouldn't have had the power to put a weapon here, so I think it's safe to say that the hammer Mew brought in with her. Or didn't delete. Either one. I don't think that matters. What's wrong, Yumiko?
Okay.
When murders happen in a mansion in the snow like this, there are always locked room mysteries created by piled up snow, isn't that right?
Well, this isn't fucking, Shining, is it?
But it's disappointing that you can't leave footprints on the snow in this world.
Is that something to be disappointed about? Yeah, they mentioned that earlier. It'd be way too easy to track the murderer that way. Kibo, did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. But Mew should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. But unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that. Like I said, I don't think Mew ever got the chance to come over here. I think Kokichi found out what the fuck she was up to, and killed her first. Did Mew ever come to the roof? That is an important question.
Hey!
Hey Kibo, I wanted your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from outside the mansion?
Well...
No, that would have been very difficult. This rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building. 3 to 4 stories, huh? Yeah, certainly too high to jump.
As I thought.
Which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. It means the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. I've inspected everything here. All that's left for now is Oh, there you are. I was looking for you.
Huh?
Maki, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
I told you.
Monotaro finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. He finished?
Shuichi!
Should probably head back then. Our investigation here is pretty much done, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I've investigated everything I needed to.
Shuichi!
Well then, we'll head back first.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then...
We should go too.
Hey!
What's wrong?
Ew.
Well, you're definitely more reliable in a class trial than out. All the others think so too.
Huh?
What?
Well...
I'm not trying to sound like Kaito, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. I think the opposite. I think I'm way better investigating than I am in the class trial. I told my friend that. I think I'm way better investigating. You're Shuichi Saihara. Before you're a detective, don't ever forget that. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Harukawa to be an assassin.
Thank
Yeah, but
you.
an assassin is way cooler than a detective. I mean, they're both pretty cool. I want to be a detective someday, and now you know why, because I think I'm very good at problem solving and deducing shit. Thank you, Maki. Also, to be a detective, you have to be a pretty sound thinker, and you can't be swayed in feelings at all, and I think I'm pretty rational when it comes to that. Was she being considerate just now? Alright, so let's go back to the real world, and then I have a feeling the trial is going to commence immediately when we get back. So we should have everything we need to put together this case. I think I'm right in thinking that Miu and Kokichi plotted to murder each other. Miu couldn't pull it off before Kokichi killed her. I think everything I'm right about the execution of the murders makes sense. I think Miu brought the cell phone and the hammer. I think Miu brought the hammer under her clothes, and she used the cell phone to log Kaito out because she planned to kill Kokichi on the rooftop of the hotel. And that's why Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the dining hall. That would also explain why she was over here on this side of the map, because Tsumugi did say for sure she saw her. And Kokichi was in here with this phone. It's just you and me. We should log out too. By the way, did something happen between you and Kaito? What?
Well...
When he logged out a little while ago, he looked like he was in a bad
Sorry.
mood. Sorry, that's probably my fault. Oh, I needed to test whether the cell phone would log somebody out or not. But I don't know if that has any correlation to the case. Like, I don't know if that's super important. I think it's important for Miu's behalf, but I don't think it's important for Kokichi's. I think it's fucking Kokichi, dude. Motherfucker, I think it is. Ah. I pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Well, Shuichi, isn't the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyway, I felt so lonely without you around. Apologize for making me feel unloved.
Hey!
Hey, there's something I wanted to ask you.
I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding, so what was it you wanted to ask?
Is that alright?
You planned to meet with Miu on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her?
Oh, so you know about that, Shuichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
Then I'll tell you what happened. I never met up with Miu. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked.
Why would it have been locked, or is he lying? Couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked, so he did plan to meet with Miu on the rooftop.
Huh?
Locked.
After I gave up and went back to the salon to search for the secret of the outside world.
Is that true, Kokichi?
Are you doubting me?
So I think maybe Kokichi didn't log Kaito out like I originally thought. Like, Kokichi didn't log Kaito out to frame him. But Kokichi did kill Miu to defend himself because he knew that she was going to try and murder him, or something like that.
That's...
Can someone verify that you were at the salon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there?
No, I don't have a witness.
Right?
But you can also say there's no witness that can prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the salon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether you want to believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners.
Which one is it? Did Kokichi meet with Miu or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Kokichi in the salon has been added to the truth bullets section of your monopad. But if his account... No, this isn't his account, it's just Kokichi in the salon, but I don't think it's an account. Also, I don't think we're quite done investigating because the bell hasn't rung. Poor Mew, dude. I'm not gonna get used to seeing her like that.
I've been waiting for you, Shuichi. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program. I'm starting to put together a lot of important facts, so here they are.
He really is trying to be our friend a little bit at least.
First, the person who tampered with this program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy has an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was her right away. I knew she fucked with the program to fucking set her murder of Kokichi up. I knew it, dude. I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
Got a minute?
So what did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first one with you. Looks like Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator.
That would be the weapons. Yeah, she said that she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon. But if that's the case, why is there a hammer?
Okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left, but why was it left?
Okay, so she didn't bring the hammer in with her. I figured that was a little bit silly. How the fuck would a virtual reality headset allow a hammer to appear in the simulation with you? Although she was a tech genius, maybe she could find a way to do that. But she left the hammer on purpose, because she plotted to kill a murder. That's the only reason a hammer would have been there. I think it's safe to say. So I think that supports my theory of Mew going to kill Kokichi and Kokichi defending himself and going to kill Mew, or plotting to do it from the get-go. Because maybe that's the case too, and they were both plotting to kill each other. But I can't say for certain. Maybe I can, with a little detail that I'm skipping over, but I think I have this case pretty much cracked. The way the program was written makes it seem like she did it on purpose. On purpose?
Then...
Did she add anything? Found a cell phone in the virtual world.
No, that cell phone was an original feature of the program.
That implies Mew hid that fact from us, which means she's the only person who fucking knew it, yeah?
All Mommy added were the 2 maps, the rest was already part of the program.
So she did add the 2 maps, so Mew designed the map specifically to her advantage with the middle part of it. I was wondering about that, and also I thought it had something to do with Mew, because she was the one who made the program. I figured there was something that would tie in. That's why I also thought a murder would happen in the simulation. I think I said it earlier, but if I didn't, I was definitely thinking it.
By the way, while we're talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard across the river, but could we have used something else as a bridge? I didn't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge to cross the river.
So only the signboard could have been used as a bridge. Yeah, but like I said, maybe somebody could have floated down the fucking, maybe somebody could have used the fucking, wooden raft to float down the river on the other side. Hey, what's up, D? Good to see you. Good job in Cuphead today, man. That looked fucking rough. Cheers for the bits as well, dude. Jesus, what an entrance. Fuck me.
So what's the next thing she tampered with?
Okie dokie.
Well, it looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program.
Parameters? Yeah, it's gotta be the mid-section, right?
Everything in that program is categorized as either a human or a non-human object.
Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned to the human parameter.
Really?
But for some reason, Mommy gave her avatar the non-human object parameter.
Maybe that's so she could ignore the laws of the simulation and get across the loading zone?
That's...
And what happens when you become an object?
Well, the difference is only for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything.
Maybe that was part of her cover, so people couldn't pin the murder of Kokichi on her and try and get away scot-free. Maybe that's what it is. But if it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that? Well, there had to have been a purpose, obviously.
Perhaps it has something to do with the next thing she tampered with. Mommy added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program.
That's gotta be the loading zone, yeah? That's gotta be the fucking loading zone. It is! It is the loading zone!
The coordinates of the virtual world are represented on x-axis and a y-axis. And it seems Mommy added a wall that runs the length of the y-axis.
She created an additional wall. Yeah, so people couldn't see beyond that point from the rooftop. That's gotta be it.
There were walls in all 4 directions and 2 down the axis of y. Okay.
Hey!
But you're positive there was only one?
Okay.
Yep, it's definitely the only one.
What does that mean?
It means she was going to use that to her advantage to commit her murder, right?
Which wall was the one Mew added?
What was the world like originally? Mew said there wasn't anything past the wall. Is that another lie? Yeah, that had to have been. Maybe it was to tighten the field of distance or something.
Also, it looks like that extra wall was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it.
Allows objects through. So maybe she was able to go around the river, and we weren't because she had properties of an object and not a human.
I see.
That's very interesting. So are those all the things she tampered with? Oh, there's one more thing. So, one of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar.
Huh?
A strange setting?
Okay.
Yeah, the setting made it so they would be unable to move if Mommy touched them. She set Kokichi's like that to fucking do her murder, didn't she?
Then...
So if Mew touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed?
Hey.
Who was it? Ah, it was Kokichi.
Uh-huh, motherfucker, dude. I knew it, dude. I got this figured out, man. Definitely. Definitely. I think I'm right on the fucking money.
Eh, it's me? I didn't know that. Well, duh, I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew in that world.
In that world. Oh, wait, no, because Kokichi would have plotted the murder with the toilet paper from inside the simulation, right? And she would have plotted her murder. Like, I knew there was some way to incapacitate Kokichi. I thought that's what the hammer was for. But, what's the point of the hammer? If she can apply the object property to herself and not be considered a human, she could have just gone throughout the boundary without the hammer, right? So that couldn't have been the purpose the hammer served. And if she could just touch Kokichi to paralyze him, why need the hammer to knock him out? Plus, nothing breaks in there, and people can't sustain injuries, but whatever pain that's inflicted on them, they feel in the real world.
Okie dokie.
That's all you have to report. Well, do you think it'll help you guys out? I'll be straight with you. It's right about my bedtime, so if I don't respond, I may have nodded off. But I want to keep your numbers high. Thank you, dude.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was really fun to hang out with you. Thanks for stopping by as well. That helps a lot. Thanks. So, if you're still there, D, basically what Danganronpa is it's basically a whole bunch of kids with their memories wiped, forced into, like, a Hunger Games type situation, and they're forced to murder each other. But the way the murders are set up is, like, a thinking process, and, like, kind of a minigame thing. It'll make sense when you see it, but, like, basically you have to investigate, and figure out how the murder was plotted, who did it, etc., and then point them out at the class trial. That's basically how it goes. And the class trial is full of, like, deliberation and minigames and, like, conflicting statements and a whole bunch of confusing shit that I usually really suck at, so I'll probably fuck up the trial if you're still here. Mew's avatar has been updated in the Truth Bullets section of your monopad. Alright. Wall added by Mew has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your monopad. Alright. Setting on Kokichi's avatar has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your monopad. Oh, I should probably tell you this too, though it's probably not related to the case. I think that means it's going to be related to the case. Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in. Maybe the setting that Mew put on Kokichi's avatar did not apply. Maybe it didn't go through, and that's why the hammer was there. And she gave herself the hammer just in case that happened or something, because she would only be able to pull this off if she indeed entered the simulation and logged out of it once. Because if she would have done so any more than that, that would have incriminated her somehow. Maybe that's what that is.
Well,
I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange, though. What kind of error could it be? That's important information. I think I'm right about the avatar error not, like, Kokichi not having the application of if Mew touched him, like, he would be paralyzed. I think that's what it is. Like, maybe that's what the error was. And that would explain why the hammer was in the simulation. Because if she could have just touched Kokichi, right, there'd be no use for the hammer at all. There'd be no need for it. But if that were to not work, and she wouldn't be able to touch Kokichi, she would have to use the hammer as a backup. But if people can't sustain damage in the simulation, like I said, maybe she just planned that as a backup to, because I think we already established that Kokichi planned to kill her inside the simulation on that route, and they planned to kill each other. And that she would have tried to kill Kokichi in real life, right? With the poison. Or maybe Kokichi planted the poison himself to implicate her to make it look like she was trying to kill him or something. But that would only support that he's a murderer, because she's dead, right? He's the one remaining. So if that was the case, they would automatically connect those two things, right? Ding dong, ding dong. Alright, we go to the trial, boys. This is where I fuck up. No matter how smart or fucking careful I may seem, I swear to God, I will fuck it up at the trial, so do not be surprised if I get pissed off. Because I tend to get really irritated during the trials because I don't have a lot of patience, and sometimes the way the trials work is sometimes they don't give you the information needed to draw a conclusion, and basically, like, draw the information you need to select a proper answer. You have to fiddle around and select the proper answer first, and then it explains why it's the correct answer afterward, if that makes any fucking sense. I'm terrible at explaining things, but, yeah.
Okay, everyone, time for the class trial. You know that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body?
Low energy? Me? No.
Oh, I see, it's gonna do the voice acting for me. Well, that helps, doesn't it?
I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self. Yep, I'll be way more energized. Anyway, that's all.
I think it's fucking Kokichi who killed Mew, dude. I really do. I think it is. I think everything adds up. I think everything I said makes perfect fucking sense. There might be one or two very small details that I don't think I was able to figure out, because there is something bothering me. But I can't put my finger on what it is, so maybe I missed, like, 2 small details.
You seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial, you know.
But it's gonna start, huh? No, we can no stop it anymore.
You're right.
No, we can't.
So,
This is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend.
what?
Huh? He just decided we're friends?
Thank you.
Thank you. Gonta feel relieved.
Don't worry, Monotaro. Shuichi will get revenge for Mew's death.
That's so
And he'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us.
He's right, the culprit is someone
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When this class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. That's the kind of line that triggers a death flag.
Could Mew have maybe swapped her consciousness with Monotaro somehow? And she's still alive?
Okay.
No.
I want a fresh start. I want to make up for my past mistakes.
Wait,
That too. Meeting you all has really...
Sorry.
Sorry, it's nothing. I'll save it for later after the class trial is finished. The flag is rising. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
I'll go check it out all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
Huh. I think maybe that's dumb for me to think maybe Mew transferred her consciousness into Monotaro. Maybe that's a dumb thought, but I was just, you know, thinking of things.
It's waving in the wind.
this is stupid.
Quit screwing around. Let's hurry up and let go.
Gonta do his best.
Gonta do his best too. Gonta do his best to be even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'll definitely expose the culprit this time.
What's so exciting about this? With conflicting emotions in our hearts, we headed to the Shrine of Judgment. Except Mew, who's dead in the chair. Poor Mew. She was one of my favorites, man. Basically, if you guys don't know how she was very verbal, very dirty, like, made a lot of fucking sex jokes, and, like, she was just total debauchery the whole time. She was fucking awesome. She swore all the time, she did drugs, she, like, wanted to fuck everybody here, but, like, she hated everybody. But she was seriously funny. She was one of my favorite characters, easily. Definitely. I'm sad she had to go, but at least she went pretty late into the game, I guess. Like, I'm glad, like, they put a character like her in the game to enjoy for as long as she was in the game for. So I tell you what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to stop stream before I go to the trial, because the trials just happen to be, like, really long in and of themselves, and instead of making it, like, a 6-hour video, I'm gonna make it 2 separate videos. That'll make it easy for me to download later and upload to YouTube later. So, basically, if you guys don't want to tune back in when I come back, which is going to be, like, in a few minutes, like I said, I'm just going to split it up into separate videos. Also, this will keep me from having to go and find a program that'll split the video up for me. So basically, I'm going to go down here, just outside the shrine so I don't trigger anything. I'm going to save, and I'm going to quit, and then I will be right back. I'm going to do everything like I usually do. I'm not going to host anybody yet, because I'm not quite done. Like I said, I will be back in a few minutes. But I'm going to save it really fast. And then what I'm going to do, in case you guys want to do something else with your day, or you're done, or you have stuff to do, and you don't want to tune back in, by whatever means, like, I don't care, like, people have stuff other than me going on. I'm going to pop all my social stuff in so you can follow and you can do whatever you want to do. And I'll see you guys again in a minute, so see you very shortly.